Hello!
Yay!
Good afternoon on a beautiful sunny day. In fact, a beautiful sunny week.
Oh, isn't it brilliant, Bexy Tummy? All of a sudden, it's all happening. The blossom trees, the daffodils, the tulips, ground's dry now. It's remarkable.
I love it.
It's
We're
good, isn't
all
it?
filled with joy
We
and
are.
love and happiness. Nothing can go wrong in our world.
Hopefully not.
Hopefully not, anyway. Lovely to have your company as always. Thank you very much for coming to join us. My name's Bex Edwards. It's lovely to have your company. I am joined, obviously, by the award winner,
Adam Walcott.
Adam Walcott.
That's me.
He's here. He's in the building. Woo woo! And Adam is going to be with us for the next 2 hours, as will I be, and so will you be. Thanks for being here. Let's run you through just a few of the details. If you're watching on YouTube, join the chat. Mauricia said hello already, and Gillian has said hello. I can see there's several other people in there, but join that chat and say hello, please. Also on Facebook, if you want to join in there, do that as well. If you want to send us any emails, I've seen a couple have come through already. Please do. Mauricia, I've seen you, Kojo, know my picture. Very nice. You are welcome to send your pictures and your emails and any questions you might have to the email address ygtv@yougarden.com. We do have savings though, don't we?
We do have savings, but you need to do a little special thing to get hold of those savings. If you look at the bottom there, like you can see down there, there you go, that's the right way. The YGTV1226 code. You've got to enter that code when you place your order. That will get you savings, that will get you free postage, that will get you double ups, that will get you bog offs, all those special things you can get by entering that special code.
Indeed, and free postage on everything that we've got in the potting shed as well. You do have to pay postage when you shop the website, but not when you watch us here on YGTV and you buy the items that we've got on the show. If you want to get ahead of us, go to the website, please, which is YouGarden.com. You can click on the Live Now button and you can scroll down here. That's where you watch the show if you are watching on the website. But if you scroll down here, you'll be able to see absolutely everything that we have got available for you with the free postage on the YGTV show today. We'll try and get through as many as we can, but we've got, your summer bedding, your hanging basket plants, we've got grow your owns, we've even got that citrus grove collection, which is fun and easy to do. We have got the pink Acer, we have got the gorgeous Acer Taylor in the building as well, and this gorgeous Coleus. It's called Solar Flare. I am a big fan of Coleus. It's a really beautiful plant.
Yeah, they've made a big comeback. I mean, 70s and 80s, they were popular, then they died out, and now they are back.
Yeah.
They're back big time Coleus.
I think they are absolutely beautiful. The foliage you get from those are stunning. Who needs flowers when you've got foliage plants like that, right?
Well, actually, you've opened up a bit of kind of a can of worms there.
Because they do flower.
They do flower, but like hostas, some people cut the flowers off on Coleus.
Well, I wouldn't do that. You might, because you're weird.
Yeah, I would. Yeah, I just keep them for the foliage. But yeah, I mean, these are absolutely stunning. And the great thing about Coleus, they'll grow in a shadier spot as well as a sunny spot. And they're going to give you this dramatic, colourful, stunning foliage right from now. I mean, these plug plants are already showing colour now. You can get them outside once the risk of frost has gone, and they will stay looking beautiful for you like this all the way through to the autumn. And if you take cuttings or lift the original plants, you can even take them through to the following year. In fact, back in the 70s and 80s, people grew them as houseplants, a bit like Busy Lizzie's. But of course, now we grow them outside as well.
So you can just overwinter them, can't you?
Yeah, if you want to.
And then get them back
trim
next
them
year.
back, pop them up like you would geraniums, put them on a nice bright windowsill. Next spring, they'll come back. You can take cuttings and you can increase your stock. Or, of course, if you want to make it easy, just do what we do. Just buy these beautiful plugs. Under £2 a plant, club membership. Really, really easy to grow.
I mean, I just want to point out that you've got some gorgeous foliage straight away, even on the young plants here, even on those beautiful plug plants. You can see the amazing foliage starting to come through, and it's just going to get even more impressive. And I actually really like the feel of the leaves as well. They've got a softness to them, haven't they?
They have. I mean, if you look at the leaf, it's almost like a sort of a nettle-shaped leaf. But obviously, there's no kind of tears with these. I mean, they are really, really dramatic. In fact, I mean, they actually look better in real life than they do even on the image card behind them. So, if you want colour for month after month after month, if you want sort of plants that are great fillers for your beds, your borders, your pots, your containers, they can get up to about 90 centimetres tall, but you can clip them, you can pinch them out, you can do whatever you want to do with these, but enjoy really, really bold colours for months.
I love a Coleus. Hello to everybody. Oh, sorry, 6 of those plug plants you're getting. We are giving you a £2 saving on that as well. You can get them for £11.04 if you are a club member. So make sure that if you haven't joined the club, that you do that when you place your order today. You can get your savings on your first order. So make sure you've joined the club. I know a lot of you already have. 401-728 is the item number. Mauritia's asked a question, and I don't know the answer. Maybe you do. Is it an old wives' tale that you can feed them cold tea to keep their leaves red?
Now, when I don't know something, I am honest, and I don't know that.
Never heard that?
I've never heard that.
Oh.
No.
Do you know what? We'll do a little bit of research, and we'll see if we can find out the answer.
It'll do them no harm, but yeah. That's an interesting one. We'll look into it.
We'll definitely look into it. Hello to everybody else in the chat then. Deborah, hello to you. Jules has joined us as well. If you're watching on YouTube, come on, jump in. We're a friendly bunch. Say hello, ask us your questions. We'd love to hear from you. And we'll have a look at any emails and pictures that you've sent in a little while as well. Let's carry on, shall we? We're going along our favourites table. These are the ones that we think are going to be the most popular. Who knows? You let us know by what you buy. But we're going to move on to the 30 years of Surfinia collection, the designer brand. The one that if you want the best displays, you go for this.
Nobody's heard of Surfinias, have they? Who's heard of Surfinias? Goodness me, I'll tell you what, ever since they were introduced all those years ago, 30 years ago, they made their impact in the world, and their impact has remained right to this day, because these really are the most dramatically beautiful trailing petunias you can possibly grow, trailing to 1.5 meters. I've even seen them get down to 2 meters in some people's gardens, and they're fragrant.
Whoa, that's crazy.
Yeah, really, I have, honestly, Bex. And, you know, what you see here, this is what these will develop into. I mean, thousands of flowers per hanging basket there, or window box, or raised bed, whatever you want to grow them in, month after month after month, bringing in the pollinators, and also much more weather tolerant than petunias ever used to be as well. You can go for the separate colours, as you saw in the pictures there, or you can mix them up, whatever floats your boat, really. There's not a right, there's not a wrong, it's whatever suits you. But if you want drama this summer, if you want dramatic displays in all those areas where these can trail down, see, I like that. I like the mix. But of course, you know, we're all different. Look at that. I mean, that is just spectacular, isn't it?
It is.
That if you was walking along a street and you saw a hanging basket like that, you just stop, wouldn't you? You just stop and watch and look, because, you know, this is the results you can get from the 4 different colours in this lovely, lovely mix.
Yeah, so you're going to get six colours,
I beg your
4 of
pardon.
each, in actual fact. Now, I do, when I plant petunias, I feed petunias. They're quite hungry plants, and it makes a difference, doesn't it?
Yeah, and you can deadhead as well if you want to. I mean, don't get kind of overly stressed about deadheading, but yeah, if you get the odd 10 minutes before you've got to go somewhere, you can always sort of deadhead and take the whole flower head off. Don't just pull the petally bit off. You've got to take the little...
I was going to say that. That's how I used to do it, because I used to just really enjoy pulling them out. But actually, that's not deadheading, is it?
No, you're just taking the petals off. The actual ovary at the back where the seed is developing.
You've got to remove that.
Yeah, you've got to remove that as well.
Yeah.
But don't get too stressed. But as Beck said, feed. Use blooming fast, because that's got the NPK and all the trace elements. So that will keep them flowering for many, many months. And a little later in the year, before you go on holidays, if you're going to go away for a couple of weeks, you can always clip them back by about half or 2/3 if you want to. Give them a good feed and water then. And by the time you come back, they'll reshoot and they'll have a whole new zest of life for going right through into autumn. They come in these beautiful little plastic greenhouses for you. I mean, look how perfect they are.
They really are.
I mean, the quality of these is phenomenal. I think they've been pinched out, so you've got beautiful branched plants, 4 or 5 stems on each, beautifully moist there, fabulous root system you can see on all of these, and they'll come in these little containers. You've got letters here that correlate with the letters along the bottom, so that lets you know which colour is which. So when you get them home, don't just fling them straight out, because you won't know which colour's which. Make a note first, and then you can decide how you want to plant them.
I did see these out on the nursery. I went into where they're kept the other day, and it's like a sea of petunias, honestly, all in their individual colours, and that's where they go and they get picked from to be put into here. And I can describe this to you. The uniformity of them all is absolutely amazing. It's something I'm quite proud of with working at YouGarden. Honestly, they all look incredible. So now's the perfect time. Would you plant them out yet?
No. I mean, I'll tell you what you could do at the moment, though, because the weather is super mild at the moment, you could leave them outside during the day and then just bring them in at night. But pot them on. That's the best thing to do. And we've got a great little offer for you later on for potting these on coming up. So you can pot these on, put them outside during the day, not where they're going to get full-on sun all day, just perhaps some sun in the morning and then not too hot in the afternoon. Any risk of frost, bring them in. But once, the risk of frost has gone completely, you can put them outside permanently and they will just give you flower right up until probably November, until the first bad frost come along.
Okay, 401438 is the item number. You're going to get 24 of those plug plants. If you're thinking about hanging baskets, depending on the size of your hanging basket, I might go for 2. I'm an overplanter. But if you want that big, full look, you're going to need a few in each basket, aren't you?
Yeah, I mean, I would say if you go for like the 12-inch size easy fill, for example, I would put 3 in there. I would say.
Would you?
Yeah.
3 in the top and 1 in each of the holes around the side.
I don't think I'd underplant.
You wouldn't. You just go in the top.
Just go in the top. If you've got those already.
Interesting.
Because the way they just grow.
See,
so
I'd go like 7.
No.
I told you I'm an overplanter. I'm always an overplanter.
No, this pack of Surfinias will go a long, long way, honestly. So underplant, don't overplant.
I am rubbish. I do overplant every single time. Right, Stu wants to show us the plug house. Oh, look. Oh, look at those.
They look like carpet.
It's amazing. It does actually, doesn't it? It almost looks like
AstroTurf.
green turf or AstroTurf.
Yeah.
Beautiful, isn't it? Oh, I love working here. All right, 24 of those plug plants right there if you want to get them. 401438, the item number. Let's move on though. We've got more beautiful, gorgeous summer flowers for you. These are not your hanging basket fuchsias.
No, I call these fuchsias with a future. Now, the reason I call them that is because these are your hardy fuchsias. These will come back for you year after year after year. They'll take the frost, the rain, the wind, the snow. You can grow them in any part of the UK. And they've got a couple of different habits. So after a relatively mild winter, which I'd say we've had really, they will regrow pretty much from where they left off last year. And I've seen that already in some of my customers' gardens. In a very harsh winter, they will get knocked down to ground level, but don't panic. The roots remain very, very much alive underground.
I love that one.
It's gorgeous, isn't it? And they will grow back for you to their full size in the same year that you trim them back after a cold winter, and they will flower for you year after year after year from midsummer right the way up. In fact, I've seen fuchsias flowering in November or even December in recent years, and weirdly they seem to have a bit more of a kind of a romp on like later in the season. That sometimes the real hot summer can slow them down a bit, and then as it starts to cool off, end of summer into autumn, they just get a whole new rush on and just flower even more.
They actually do much better in a part shade position than they do in a full sun position, because as you say, that hot weather can just slow them down a little bit. So part shade is absolutely ideal. And again, feeding with these are hungry plants. If you want the flowers, get your feed on them. Okay, 12 plug plants included in there. There's 6 varieties, so you're going to get 2 of each. They are all labelled, so you'll know exactly which ones are which. 400947 is the item number if you'd like to go for the hardy fuchsia collection. Loads of plants in there. Okay, we're going to move on. We've got some grow your own for you. Now, these are the massive strawberries. These are called Colossus for a really good reason.
They are. And usually, when you talk about really, really big fruit, quite often people think, always best to pick fruit or vegetables when they're young and tender and small. Because if you grow them big, they get woody and they lose their flavour. They get tough, flavourless. The great thing about Colossus strawberries is these can get to the size of hen's eggs. Honestly, they're 30 grams per fruit. But they stay sweet all the way through to the core. They ripen through to the core. The huge strawberries, but with huge flavour. There is no loss of flavour with the huge size of these fruits. They're packed with minerals, vitamins, natural sugars, under £1 each, delivered to your door, which is a phenomenal price for these. And again, look at the quality. I mean, I don't even need to pick them up. You can see there the beautiful root systems. These are sort of garden ready, and these can go straight out, by the way. No need to harden off, no need to put on. Strawberries will take frost, snow, rain, wind. Get them home. Give them a soak if you want to give them a little soak before you plant them. And when you do plant them, though, just make sure the little crown bit, the bit between the leaves and the actual root system here, just make sure that is above the soil level. Don't bury that little kind of bulbous bit there. Just wants to be above soil level. And there's a really good chance In fact, I'd be really surprised if they didn't give you some fruit in the first year this year.
I would be surprised. I mean, look, I've planted those Colossus a few weeks ago and they're growing away very happily, and I have got some flowers on some of them already as well. I haven't started feeding yet, but probably should about now.
You could do. I mean, I might give
I normally wait until the beginning of April. That's my start feeding beginning of April.
Yeah.
That's what I normally do.
Yeah, let them kind of just let them make their own way to start with and get themselves going, and then you can feed them. And obviously, use the blooming fast because that will give you bigger fruit, it will give you sweeter fruit, give you tougher plants.
I'm going to resist. The thing is, it's really nice weather, so you just want to get out and do all of those gardening jobs, and that's why I've been thinking, maybe I'll do a bit of feed. But I normally don't start until April, so I'm going to hold fast and wait. Okay, 12 jumbo plugs. 12 jumbo plugs, and we're talking jumbo Colossus strawberries in there as well. So these are going to be absolutely amazing. Growing them for the first time myself this year. I'm very excited. I normally grow the everbearers, but I really fancied massive strawberries. I can't wait to see those grow. So I hope you're going to join me on that journey as well. Have you got these ones this year?
I have, yeah.
We're all doing it.
Are you doing the stackable towers?
I am, yeah.
Yeah, cool.
I've got
brilliant.
the Pineberries, the Colossus, and the everbearers all in the stackable tower.
That's going to be good.
I'm going to be like strawberry heaven. £11 and 3 pence in the club, by the way. That's less than £1 per plug. That's going to be absolutely amazing. Okay, 320074 is the item number on that one. Let's move on, shall we? We have got the beautiful Wisteria Amethyst Falls, and I just want to point out to you, I was counting these yesterday. I think I can see at least 6 flower buds on this plant.
Well, which is brilliant because this is a brand new plant, but already in year 1, even before it comes out the door to you, it's got flower buds on. And this one, I give things little kind of names and things. I call this a wisteria without the hysteria, because you know what? If you grow the traditional type of Chinese wisteria, and it's one of the climbers I get asked for the most. In the last 40 years, if I had £1 for every time somebody said to me, "Oh, Adam, I'd like to plant a wisteria," and up until I discovered Amethyst Falls, sometimes I would be a little bit cautious about recommending that because the previous type used to go bananas. It goes berserk. It just takes over. But this beauty is so much easier to look after. It's slower growing. It's not rampant. It's not going to take over the whole end of your house. It's going to flower in the first year for you. And you can see there, I mean, already got buds on here right now. And also, this will repeat flower. But I need to shut up talking about this, really, because this lady next to me, she is the queen of Amethyst Falls growing.
I do love this one. Okay, so this is stock footage from last year. Not stock footage, this is footage of the stock. So these are shots on the nursery of this stock last year when it was in bloom. Okay, so I know we're not quite there yet with all the foliage and all the flowers, but you can see it's going to get there and we can see those flowers starting to form. A lot of people just don't believe that it will flower in the first year. I've had 2 and they both flowered in the first year and every year since. Really easy to look after, totally winter hardy. Prune them twice a year. It's a 10-minute job twice a year. It's very, very simple to do. All they need is as much sun as you can possibly give them. And when we say full sun definition is 6 hours, right?
Yeah, at least 6 hours.
If you can give them 9 hours, that's going to be the best thing.
You need to mention your obelisk. Your obelisk.
I do love
Bexy's obelisk. I tell you, honestly, it's the sort of thing you'd see at the Chelsea Flower Show.
Well,
it is divine. It really is.
That's so nice. But anybody who follows me on socials will have seen that. I've posted a lot about it recently. But yes, it is a beautiful pot obelisk on the patio. Looks absolutely stunning. And I have kept it nice and compact. It doesn't take over. It hasn't... If that was another variety of wisteria, it would have been all the way up the house, over the conservatory. I wouldn't be able to maintain it.
No.
But this one is absolutely manageable.
And it's fragrant as well.
Yeah.
Really beautifully fragrant. And it will repeat flower.
I love how the bees love it as well. Like, they really do. You can see them going into those flowers all the time. A stunning variety, genuinely. And it doesn't flower for long, I know. But that's what wisteria does. That's why we love it so much. And you're right, you do get flowers a little bit later on in the season. Not as many, but you do. Yeah,
just sporadically. It will throw out a few flowers here and there, won't it? Up until about August, September time, which is a nice little bonus, really.
It's a good one. All right, 550238 if you want to go for the Wisteria Amethyst Falls. It's the one in the 15cm pot, and it's the one with the trellis there as well. Marissa, you were asked about the Colossus. Is it an early strawberry? It's a June-bearing variety, so you will typically get the fruits in June on that one. All right, we're just going to quickly stop off at the Coleus as well, because we do think this is going to be one of the really popular ones. 6 of these plug plants included.
These beautiful,
aren't they?
I mean, on so many levels. First of all, look at the shape of the leaves. I mean, the leaves are the leaves are just phenomenal. Just the shape of them, that sort of crimping along the edges, and then the amount of colour going on. It's almost like an AI kind of plant, but it's real. This is
so pretty.
This is not artificial, and these are glorious as well. They'll grow in sun, they'll grow in shade, beds and borders, pots and containers. You can pinch them out a few more times as well if you want to, as they grow, to create that really nice sort of bushy shape. You can leave them if you don't want to do that, and they can get 80 to 90 centimetres tall. They can flower, although some people actually take the flower buds out. But just colour for month after month after month from that exquisitely beautiful, gorgeous foliage.
Yeah, stunning one. Okay, £2 saving on there. 6 plug plants, £11.04 is your delivered price. Remember that as long as you're using the code, you will get free postage on all of the items that we're bringing you from the potting shed. And if you are a club member, you will get the price in yellow, not the price in red. So look, it's a nearly £2 saving on this just by being in the club. And of course, we're taking £2 off the price anyway, so your savings really do start to stack up and add up if you've joined the club and you watch us on YGTV and you use that code that you can see on the screen. Okay, we have brought you over to the compost. Apparently there is a special deal on the compost this week, which we haven't seen. Neither of us have paid attention, have we? Right, so you're getting 40, 50, 90, 110 litres of compost and a bag of blooming fast for £21.21.
Ooh.
So you're getting an extra 10 litres in there and you're getting a bag of fertiliser.
And no shipping. Wow, that's good.
Okay.
That is amazing.
I'm going to find the sachet of fertiliser
The
while you tell them
sachet
about
is
the compost.
brilliant because honestly, once you've tried that feed as well, you will keep using it because it's not just like your ordinary feeds. So basically, at the end of the day, it contains the nitrogen, the phosphorus and the potassium, the three main elements that plants need for kind of...
It's a bigger one. You get the 100 gram. That's the 50 gram, but you'll get the 100 gram bag.
Yeah, so good for roots, shoots and flowers, but this has loads of trace elements, things like copper and manganese and boron and molybdenum and all those kind of little weird trace elements that plants need. So this is a really fabulously comprehensive, in fact, I'd say it's the best feed you can get out of this. Somebody said to me some months back when I was talking about this on TikTok, I had tomato feed's just as good.
No, it isn't.
It isn't.
It's a great feed.
It is a great feed.
But it's not as good.
This has way more trace elements or micronutrients in it than tomato feed. Tomato feed might have iron and manganese and magnesium, but this has others as well. And you can use this on everything. Ericaceous plants, fruit, vegetables, house plants. You're going to get 100 grams of this with this offer, 110 litres of compost, £21.21 for your club price, delivered to your door. This is a bonkers time to be ordering compost.
Right, so you are going to get 3 different size bags. You're getting a 50, a 40 and a 20 litre. It doesn't really matter. You're getting 110 litres, but you can decant those as you're using them. You know, the 20 and 40 litre, easier to move around the garden. But listen, the point is you're getting 110 litres. The deal we normally do is for 100 litres. £21.21 delivered price. Let's tell them a little bit about the compost, Adam, so that anybody who's brand new knows exactly why this is the best compost.
Well, first of all, I've just got to say straight off, it is our most 5-star rated product of all the products we do. It's peat reduced. It's been peat reduced for a long, long time. And the little bit of peat that is in this holds onto the moisture brilliantly well. But you want drainage at the same time. So we've got this fabulous composted wood fibre. In fact, there's a little fluffy bit of it just there, actually. And this, you can see, is distributed throughout the compost. That creates really good drainage as well. So you've got that perfect balance. It lets the air get down to the roots. It lets those little tiny roots penetrate down. And you end up with that fabulous fibrous root system like you can see at the side of Beck's. Not that kind of little, really weak one. You can see Sean, Sean's using this for potting on, for topping up beds and borders, all those kind of things, seed sowing. And when you go to a garden centre, by the way, you will see John and his number 1, 2 or 3. You'll see bulb compost, potting compost, rose compost, azalea compost, all this. All you need, skip the azalea one though, because that doesn't need ericaceous, but all you need is this compost for all those different things, from growing seeds to fruits to flowers to vegetables. It's got a slow release fertiliser that will feed your plants for up to 6 months. It's got a wetting agent. It makes this compost super absorbent. It actually sucks in moisture like kitchen towels. So if it does dry out, the water doesn't just cascade off, it soaks in really quickly, and it's nice and pH balanced. It's not too acid and it's not too alkaline.
It is the perfect compost, and it makes the biggest difference to your plants. It is the best that I have ever used. I mean, look, I've been gardening a little while. Obviously, Adam's been gardening a lot longer than me.
How much longer?
Only like 10 years or something.
Okay.
But, well, alive.
She's been nice
alive,
today.
I mean. No, Adam has been doing it a lot longer than me. But listen, I have tried lots of different types of compost, and this is the one that has made the biggest difference.
Well, I was actually responsible for planting those wisterias in Bridgerton. I planted those.
In 1824. Right, 100203 is the item number if you would like to go for the compost bundle. That is a special deal we've got going for you today. $21.21, the price delivered.
That's flipping bonkers, that bundle today. Isn't
That's
it?
so good. That's
That's that's mad.
And listen, you can't say no to a little bag of fertiliser as well. 5 grams per 5 litres. So if you've got a 5 litre watering can, I don't know how many you're making. You're making 20 watering cans.
And it's going to be double. It's going to be.
Stu's really shouting at me.
That's before you've got to do what you've got to do later. You're going to get double this size, by the way, because this is only 50 grams. You're going to get 100 grams.
You will get 100 grams.
Yeah.
All right. 100203. We will come back to that. We will talk about that very soon. But we're going to do a quick review, remind you of some of the things you've seen before we go and talk about some of the others. The Surfinias are popular. Of course they are. They always are. This is the Surfinia collection where you're going to get 24 of those plug plants. You are going to save £10 on this as well. So we are bringing the price down to £16.98. $16.98 if you're in the club. It's amazing. 401438 is the item number if you'd like to go for that one. 6 colours you're going to get in there as well. Now we've also got the Colossus strawberries. These are the massive ones. These are the ones that could be palm size, up to 40 grams in weight per strawberry, and you're going to get 12 of those plug plants included in there as well. Great time to plant right now. Get them out, put them in a sunny spot, feed them, water them, and you could be picking some huge strawberries in, they're normally a June bearing variety. So yes, in June, you can be picking your first strawberries. Next up, we've got the hardy fuchsias. This is a pack of 12 of these. You are going to get 6 different colours and 2 of each. These are not your hanging basket fuchsias. We have other ones. In fact, I think the Jumbo Americans will be in very soon if you've been waiting for those. These are your shrub fuchsias. So these are the ones that you can plant out. They are winter hardy. I would probably start them off first though. Get them in pots, grow them on, and then, you know, once they're a bit bigger, you can plant them out. At that point, you can leave them out, and they are hardy, so you can you don't have to worry about them. And a part shade position would be the best place. Make sure you're feeding them because fuchsias are hungry plants. 400947 is your item there. And then there was that beautiful wisteria. The wisteria amethyst falls, known for being an early flowerer. You don't have to wait 5, 7, 10 years for this to flower. This will flower for you first year, and you can keep it more compact as well, which you can't do with other varieties. They're too vigorous. Next up, we've got the Coleus. Ooh, lovely plant. In fact, this was when we went to the, I recognise it. It's when we went to the summer showcase last year where we got to see all of the amazing plants. So this is one of the suppliers that we go to for plants and things. Amazing. So the Coleus Solar Flare, really beautiful foliage plant. Yes, it will produce flowers, but this is known for the foliage, and it's soft, it's luxurious. It's definitely a dramatic plant. Absolutely gorgeous. Right, 6 of those plug plants, £2 saving, £11.04 is your discount club price. 401728, the item number. Right, we've got a few clearance items for you. We've got the cherry Amanagawa. This is a bare root tree. Obviously, we're getting close to the end of bare root planting season, but there's still time. So if you want a beautiful cherry blossom, this is the one that grows in that nice upright, thin direction. It has fastigiate branches. Those are the ones that grow in the upwards direction rather than outwards direction. So nice, slim tree. It'll get several meters in height, and obviously you need to give it a meter or 2 spread, but lovely, beautiful, slim cherry blossom tree. 500056 is the item number, and it's $21.24 delivered price on that one. We've also got the Kanzan, which is probably the most the most well-known one. This is the one you see quite a lot. It has that upwards and outwards growth. So slightly different shape we're talking about here, but definitely the most recognisable. Lovely double flowers, gorgeous fragrance, and of course, yes, you get all those lovely pink cherry blossom flowers in springtime. Totally hardy, these as well, and very, very long-lived. 500027, the item number. Later on, yes, we have got the callistemon. This is the brand new callistemon. This one's called Red Star, and this is one that has the ability to continuously flower or repeat flower for you throughout the summer. These shots, by the way, were taken on our nursery just last week. The stock has arrived, and this is exactly what it's looking like on the nursery at the moment. 2 litre pot you're getting there, 680370, the item number. Right, we'll come over to the other side of the potting shed now. We're going to show you some more items. We've got a Rose of the Week. Rose of the Week, Rose of the Week. This is the Rose Flower Carpet Pink. Comes to you in the 4 litre pot. Now, I am guessing, Adam, that the carpet part of this title means something.
Yeah, it means it carpets the ground. It's a ground cover rose. We bring you so many types. We bring you climbers and ramblers and HTs and flurries, but this is a ground cover rose, which is great. Only gets to about 50 centimetres tall, but each rose can spread to 130 centimetres wide.
Whoa, that's over 4 feet.
Which is good, and also for all summer long, smothered in these beautiful, deep pink, lightly fragrant flowers.
Wow.
Stu's just said to me, August last year. Now, they probably started flowering in June, probably even late May, because that's when roses really start to kick in, late May, early June. And all the buds on there as well. I mean, you can see in those pictures, in full flower, but still loads and loads of buds to come. So you can see there, these will keep going month after month, and they've been trimmed right back. I mean, we do have this, it's a bit of an awful moment, really, because we have all our roses outside, thousands and thousands of them. And of course, they don't all sell straight away, but we can't leave them to keep getting taller and taller and taller. We'd never get them in the box. So we have to go out at some point and we just have to chop all the tops off, even when they're flowering. But amazingly, most of them come back within weeks and then start to flower all over again. This is repeat flowering. It will keep doing that for you. The leaves stay on pretty much all the way through the year as well, so it doesn't go completely bare during the winter time. Has lovely, lovely glossy foliage. Ground cover is great as well because it keeps the light away, it suppresses the weeds, and it's just such an easy rose to grow. And don't even really get hung about pruning these. All I would do with these in the spring, I'll just go over the top of them with a pair of shears, to be honest, and just clip the tops off. Don't go around kind of pruning them like you would an HT or anything like that. They really, really don't need that much attention. Feed them, especially in the first year, dig in lots of organic material before you plant it. But I mean, Bex,
that foliage is really glossy.
That's exactly what I was about to say. I mean,
it really is. Can you see that? Seriously,
I promise you, we have not put leaf shine on these. That is the natural lustre and sheen of these roses.
That's proper glossy. Look.
Beautiful, isn't it? Look at that. That's like, I mean, that's the joy of new growth in spring, isn't it? Everything is just so full of vigour and colour and joy. And you just can't beat spring growth. You really can't.
Spring. I love spring so much. You don't realise how, because we all know that in winter we're all a bit miserable and a bit. We know it happens, but you don't realise how much it happens until the sun starts shining again, and it does feel like this massive weight has been lifted.
Well, the old pituitary gland kicks in, doesn't it? That's why.
I had a little cry on the nursery. I was out filming, it was a few weeks ago now, but all of a sudden the sun was shining and I had a little happy cry.
Yeah, it makes you feel like that.
A little tear, because I was like,
it's come back. And
nice.
That little brain kind of comes to life again. So, I mean, because, you think about it, we're animals, aren't we? At the end of the day, and just like, all the other animals on the planet, during the winter, we go a bit quiet and we drop a bit. As soon as the sun comes up in the spring, we come back to life.
Right, I'm just going to jump into the chat. I just want to say hello to Simon, whose name I haven't seen pop in there for a while. So good afternoon, Simon. Nice to have you. He's asking about shows. Is there still a show on Sunday? There is going to be a show on Sunday, Simon. We had stopped them for a little while, but we are starting them again. It's going to be Adam on Sunday. On his own, he's going to do 11 till 12 o'clock if you want to join Adam for his first solo show on this coming Sunday.
So we'll be in that together. I'm going to be leaning on you a bit to support me, doing that. I'm looking forward to it. But yeah, it'll be my first ever YouGarden show. I've done completely on my own.
There you go. So yes, Simon, Adam will be here this Sunday, and I believe we've got. It's right, Stu. We've got every other Sunday so far, for certainly for the next 3 or 4 weeks. I think every Sunday we've got booked in. There might be the occasional gap, but we're doing our best to make sure that we do those for you. Okay, so Mauricia says my YouGarden plants have just arrived at the front door. Almond flowering shrub and low-fuss red wine. Very nice. Skylar Moore, hello to you. Hello, everyone. Hope you're enjoying the sunny weather. Yes, we are, Skylar. Thank you very much. Who was it that had the problem with their delivery? Was that Verna? Verna, please do get in touch with customer services if you do have problems. I appreciate sometimes, delivery people. I mean, look, I seem to have some good ones, but occasionally there are some issues that happen. If you've got problems, do get in touch with our customer services. What else? Eleanor! Hello, Eleanor.
Hi,
She
Eleanor.
said, hi, everyone. I've actually remembered you're on. Lovely. Thank you for joining us. We appreciate it. And Mauricia... Oh, Mauricia uses us to remember to take her medication. I think it's brilliant. I love that. YouGarden's on.
Are we that bad?
Let's take that. She needs to be medicated to get through. We appreciate you, Mauricia. You're here every week, and we love it. And listen, we appreciate anybody who comes in to say hello to us. We do have some emails that have come in as well. Right, let's go for Ali G, who always gets in early. Ali sent in some pictures of just beautiful things that are happening in her garden, and this is the time to share all those beautiful things. I've been out there, I've been doing pictures. I was doing videos of butterflies the other day that had landed on my bowls mauve. It was really nice. But yeah, she's got some gorgeous daffodils coming up. You've got so many pots, sorry, not Mauricia, Ali. Have you got me, Stu? Okay. She's got so many pots in the background of these pictures as well. Look at that.
Those are those lovely little double, is it cheerfulness,
Aren't they?
I think, or something like they're called, those ones. And they are super, super fragrant, those little daffodils.
Nice.
Really beautifully smelling.
Look at all the pots in the background, though. She's got so much going on. Forsythia? I think that's a Forsythia, isn't it?
Yeah, flowering
they
away
are
there.
looking absolutely stunning. I tell you, on the nursery, I was telling Adam, the nursery is absolutely full at the moment, obviously, as you would expect. But the one thing, when you walk down there, when it opens up and you can see
I'm going to
everything,
do that before
the
we do
one thing that you spot
TikTok.
as soon as you walk out, it's the Forsythia. They look amazing. Look at these beautiful tulips.
Oh, is that a little bit of lasagna plant in there?
I think
you've got a good little
be.
mix going there. Yeah.
Very nice,
Loving
looking
it.
good, Ali. And final picture from. Oh no, I think I just did that one. Sorry.
Almost a bit of a red, white, and blue thing going on there. It kind of, sort of patriotic kind of look.
Alistair's popped in. Hello, Alistair.
Oh.
Right, check that out. That is a red robin, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. Yeah, look at that.
I love this time of year with the red robin.
Do you know what? Somebody really annoyed me this morning on my social media because they came up and they said, these shrubs are totally hopeless for pollinators. And I'm like...
No, they're not.
No, they're not.
They're absolutely brilliant.
Stu knew exactly who it was as well. Because they have the most beautiful white flower heads that bring in all sorts of pollinators.
Yeah.
They are awesome for pollinators, petunias.
I love red robin. It's one of my absolute favourites. If anybody asks me for like a hedging plant, I always... I know there's millions of them, but it's my favourite one. I love that one. Peach blossom. This is the peach blossom. Look at that. Mine is looking amazing as well at the moment.
Isn't that gorgeous?
Like I got peaches last year. I didn't eat one of them.
Oh.
I don't care. I don't particularly like peaches.
Oh, right.
I got the plant because I love the plant.
See, I like peaches, but I have to peel them. I can't stand that furry skin on my teeth. It drives me insane.
There's just a bit of a close-up of the peach blossom.
Oh, look, that looks
that
really
is
good.
Gorgeous.
Oh, wow.
And you can see the crimson leaves coming in as well. That's amazing.
Isn't that beautiful?
Oh, I love it.
Oh, and it's such a good... Isn't it relief? Isn't it relief to get to this point?
I love it.
Yeah.
All right, Mauricia. Mauricia sent in a picture of a Kojo no Mai, which is looking really pretty. All of those blossoms just starting to come in. Absolutely loving it in that little bit of sunshine there. Yeah, that's going to be so pretty. Thank you, Mauricia.
And it's lovely seeing all the light levels in your picture as well. You can see all the bright sun now, can't you? And everything's coming out and growing. And
Gillian sent us a picture of her Kojo as well, looking delightful in the sun. That's really pretty. I like it in that little corner as well there. That's
great,
really
isn't it?
nice.
Really, really stunning.
And you've got your firepower in there at the bottom there as well.
Yeah, that's
Torbay Dazzler, yeah, I think that's the Torbay Dazzler cordyline I can see up there.
That's a lovely little corner
Very
there.
nice. And Gillian, let's have one more picture from Gillian. Oh, that's just a slightly other angle of that little nook. Very pretty.
Got a little rosemary standard as well, I think. There you go. Oh,
yeah.
And is it little Miss Figgy at the back there? Oh, no, something else.
She's got the Prunus triloba
Oh,
shrub.
yeah, that's what it is, yeah.
That's the Prunus triloba shrub just peeking into the picture there. Nice, well done you. Right, and Dingo, last email. So Dingo, hello, he says, afternoon, Rex and Adam, decking done, plants back in. On the right, we've got the Norines and Gingers. On the left, Hostas and Astilbes. And the delivery of begonias and geraniums are all pricked out. Cheers, Dingo. I'll show you the patio first. There it is. Decking relayed, all the pots lined up. Everything ready to go.
There's a man who's seriously prepared
for
spring and summer.
Though. I like all the lighting as well. In the evenings, that's going to look amazing, isn't it? And then, oh, sorry, did you want that back, Stu? All the lighting looks amazing, doesn't it? Look, got little solar lights over here, got this light here, got loads going on up there, and another one on that side.
And you're the only man I know who's actually put a wall-mounted hose onto the wall. The amount of my customers who buy one and it never goes on the wall in a million years.
And there you go, everything pricked out in the little trays. Look, well done, Dingo. You've been busy boy. Busy boy, very good. All right, that's caught up with all the emails and comments. Thank you very much. We always appreciate it. We love seeing what's going on in your garden, so please do keep sending them. We're going to move on with the next item we've got for you, which is, of course, the Cortaderia Tiny Pampa.
Again, I was having a funny old chat on social media yesterday with some chap about my generation, because he kind of put a post up about saying never ever,
never put them in the front garden.
This is what this guy said, yeah, and he was saying, of course, younger people haven't got a clue that we're talking about, have they? But but the thing is with this one
I've got one in my front garden.
You could put this in your front garden. And it probably won't get noticed all the way from the road because it's not going to be one of those giant thuggish kind of ones. This pampas grass only gets to about 60 centimetres tall. 60 centimetres tall, 60 centimetres wide. It's got all the beauty of its huge, great big cousin, but it stays dwarf, miniature, really, really small.
And it really does. It's amazing how small it stays.
And look at that. I mean, that is sheer perfection there, isn't it? It's literally like somebody has got hold of a giant pampas and done abracadabra and kind of just magicked it down to the super, super, super small size and reduced it down. I mean, that is glorious. So now even the smallest space, 3 floors up on a balcony, you can grow your own pampas grass. No worries about it taking over like half or quarter of your garden. It's tough, it's hardy. Even in the first year, it will probably bloom for you. Eventually, you might have 15, 20 of these beautiful plumes on there. Leave them on through the winter, trim them off in the spring. Just enjoy it year after year.
I wondered whether I would get any in the first year because I got them at roughly this time last year and planted them. They were 9 centimetres. Actually, you can see on these have got a couple of faded flower plumes on there. So you know that these have the potential to flower. Mine didn't. They just had the grassy leaves. So I planted them into some 30 or 40 centimetre diameter pots and they multiplied and got loads of grass and all the rest of it. And I was thinking, I don't know if I'm going to get flower plumes this year. I don't know if I'm going to get flower plumes. Went off on holiday in August, came home, and then all of a sudden, each plant had several of those flower plumes on. I think it was 9 on one and like 7 on the other, something like that. Year. So the first year I got those amazing results, and you can as well.
Look at it. It's not surprising. Look at the root system on that.
Yeah, they're really good.
That is such a fabulously, beautifully developed plant that is going to flower for you in the first year. The main thing for these, put them in a really bright, sunny position. That's where you'll get the best flowers. These are not... Grasses generally don't like shade. Grasses are an open, sunny kind of plant, and these are quite drought tolerant as well once established, but obviously in pots do keep on top of the watering because they can dry out. All
right, totally hardy plants as well, just leave them out. They're very much a low maintenance plant. 560991 is the item number. You will get a pair. You'll get 2 of those, ideal for borders or for going in pots and containers. Next up, we've got some geraniums for you, but these ones are called the firecrackers.
Yeah, and these are firecrackers as well. Look at these. These are your kind, what I call like the Buckingham Palace kind of geraniums. Yeah. You know, that big roundabout they have in front of Buckingham Buckingham Palace, and quite often they plant those beds up with the most beautiful deep red geraniums. These will give you that look. I always think of you now, Bex, when I see these, because always your story about them reminding you of your grandma.
Yeah.
And the fragrance
from the leaves.
The fragrance
from them is amazing.
Which is nice. It's nice when plants have kind of nice memories to them as well, like that.
I'm going to have a sniff just to remind myself.
And the leaves are beautiful. I mean, even if these plants didn't flower.
Yeah. That's so reminiscent.
It's great, isn't it? It's so nice when you smell something.
Oh, my dear old Nat. She was a lovely old lady, she was. She used to say things to me like, "You're getting a bit fat."
Okay. Not quite PC these days, but
very. Do you know what? It's only your grandma that can say things like that
get away
to
with
you.
it.
And get away. Getting a bit fat, Beck. Do you think you should go on a diet?
It's probably all the things you're cooking me, Gran, probably that's doing it.
Yeah, but then she'd be feeding me
That's
at
what
the
I mean,
same time.
That's what grandmas do, don't they? They feed you, don't they?
Sweet. I love
but I tell you what, you don't need to feed these very much because these, grow very, very easily. They are one of the most drought-tolerant summer bedding plants you can grow. If you planted these up into a pot and you didn't water them for 6 weeks, they wouldn't die. The leaves would go a bit kind of sad looking, but they wouldn't die. You water them, they'll keep going. The foliage in itself is beautiful. When we're talking about the Coleus looking lovely just for the leaves, you could grow these just for the leaves, but of course, the icing on the cake is months and months of these deep red, stunning flowers. Many, many of the flowers. As soon as the flower head starts to grow over a little bit, whip that one off. Loads more will keep going all the way through. And if you can be persistent with them at the end of the season and lift them and pop them on, you can bring them indoors. You can keep growing them and flowering them all the way through winter in a conservatory or somewhere like that. These are working out these beautiful plug plants at about 70p each.
Whoa!
I'm going to see if I can just get one out for you quickly. I tried to reach over, but that didn't work. They come in these lovely little strips now as well, these easy pack strips that we have. And I'll just randomly, I'll go for this one. Let's get that one out. Don't pull it like I've done. Poke it out from the bottom. But look, every one of these is so perfectly formed. You've got the beautiful leaves.
Yeah, the zonal markings on the leaves, I think, are really, they elevate it, don't they?
Yeah, just the vigour of these plants. But I mean, these could not be more beautiful and more perfect. Grow them on. Grow them on. In fact, we're getting nearer and nearer to show you what to grow all these things on into. Put them out once the risk of frost has gone. And seriously, just enjoy months of colour all over the garden in different situations. It
was the Fire Queens that I grew, Mauricia. Very, very similar plant, to be honest with you. Firecracker and Fire Queen. But yes, it was the Fire Queen that I grew, and they were amazing. And the great thing is they can grow in a more, did you say this already, the more shady spots?
Yeah. They won't take full shade, but sort of
a bit of shade.
Yeah, shadier, but they will take really, really punishing hot sun as well. And you can go on holiday for 2 weeks and not having to worry about watering these the whole time you're away. They really, really are bonkers drought tolerant.
Very good plant. All right, 24 of those plug plants, saving nearly 20 quid on there. Your delivered price will be £16.98 for 24 of those. 401702 is the item number. Hello to Kevin, who's out planting at the moment. I'm a bit jealous, Kevin. No, listen, I like being here, don't get me wrong, but nice sunny afternoon in the garden.
I must admit, I was really looking forward to coming in today, but it was about 10:30, 11:15, and I had to wrench myself away from the garden. I did say to my other half, it would have been nice to just stayed in the garden all day today and done gardening.
We're grateful to be here. We're grateful for our jobs, but also...
but then we come here and we talk about plants and we're with plants, so it's kind of a home from home, really, to be honest.
All right, 401702, the item number then, if you would like to go for that one. Now, here's one that I really like and have grown before as well. The Super Cascade is a phenomenal begonia. I absolutely adore this one. I grew these in pots a few years ago, and it gave the longest... Right, that year, I think it was 3 years ago, but that year, those pots were the best thing in my garden. I loved them.
And the thing is as well with begonias is they do not give a whatnot about whatever type of weather it is, do they?
No.
If it's a hot, dry summer, you just water them a bit more and they flower. If it's a cool, wet, windy summer, they keep flowering their socks off. And even on a dull day, look, go on, Bex, these are yours.
That was them, okay. So a few in some pots. I mean, this was them later on in the year. So I'd moved them out of that corner because I was like, I really want to show how big these have got.
How wide is that display? Like dustbin lid kind of width?
More than dustbin lid size.
Wow.
Like seriously, the pot I put them in, they are they're about 30 centimetre wide.
Yeah.
But the way that they grew and cascaded over the edge, so even though the pot is 30 centimetres wide, they kind of went like this and created the biggest ball of colour.
How many did you plant per pot?
I can't remember, but probably 3.
Yeah. So
probably 3.
So that is a...
If you think about a 30 centimetre pot, yeah, I probably did 3.
She's making me laugh. 26.
Yeah, probably 26.
You're
No,
full.
I think it was 3, but it was a few years ago now, so I can't really remember.
That's so dramatic. And also, don't ignore the leaves on these as well, because the leaves are really, really beautiful. They've got the most interesting kind of leaves, and they self-deadhead as well, so you don't even need to sort of worry about deadheading.
They were the last thing flowering as well that year. They really kept going, like all summer. And it was actually quite a warm summer from what I remember, and they were on the patio, so southwest facing, bright sunshine. But as Adam said, they don't actually need to be in a full sun position. They can cope in a slightly shady one as well.
And so I was saying about, I mean, look at these are as beautiful as the Coleus leaves.
Yeah,
easily.
I need to get some more of these.
And that's even before they've started flowering. And then
such a good plant.
Months and months and months of lovely flower on these as well, under £1 each. At the club price. Which is just phenomenal on those. They come in these little beautiful greenhouses. You can pop these on into these, which we're going to talk about in a minute, and just grow them on a nice bright windowsill somewhere. Yeah. And once the risk of frost has gone, they can go out permanently. But of course, on these milder, warmer days, you can leave them outside during the day. Just bring them in at night if it gets a bit chilly.
Okay, 400543 then. You're going to go for 12 of those plug plants. You will be getting a £7 saving on that one as well, bringing the price down to £11.04. So that's less than £1 per plug that we're talking about with those ones. Now, if you do need something to be growing things on in, we have got a really awesome little collection here for you, where you're going to get the pots, you're going to get the trays, you're going to get the under trays, and you're going to get the mats.
Yeah, which is good. So these are like your kind of your soaker trays, really, your watering trays. So these obviously sit on the surface, and then you're going to get a mat. We all like mat, don't we? You're going to get a mat with these, a little capillary mat. And what this will do, this will actually soak up moisture and hold the moisture. And then you sit these on top of there, like that. Oh, lost a few there. And then through capillary action, the compost will draw the moisture off the capillary into the compost and just keep your plants nicely hydrated. And you can just sit that on a windowsill, a greenhouse shelf, anywhere like that. 54 of these in total, 18 on each tray, 9 centimetre side width there on the pots. And of course, you can use these year after year after year as well.
Yeah, I like it. Do you know, it's nice and neat, it's nice and tidy. I use up a lot of my old pots and things that I bought plants in the past. But actually, if you want something just a little bit more uniform, something where you can pick the entire thing up, particularly with the watering tray in there as well, keep those plants watered. This is really, really useful. And those capillary mats alone, I think this is absolutely worth it for. We all have to grow plants on a little bit before we plant them out, don't we? You're buying plugs and all the rest of it. This is the collection to go for.
And I tell you what I find with this capillary matting as well is that it really encourages fibrous root systems on plants. Because,
does it?
Yeah, I remember my first job when I left school working at the rose growing place. You know, they grew bedding plants as well in the spring. And when we sat plants on the capillary matting, within sort of 10 days or so, the roots sort of came out the bottom of the pot, and they were just really drawing the moisture up from the capillary matting. And when you emptied them out, they had the most beautiful, perfect root systems, just ready to kind of go out into the garden.
It's one of the things, isn't it? I mean, I think it depends on the plants, doesn't it? But there is a thing with bottom watering that actually makes the roots grow deeper because it reaches for that moisture. So it can be a really good thing to actually bottom water plants because it helps them to form a stronger, bigger root system.
Yeah, because the thing is, you know, if you water from the top all the time, the plant's going to get a little bit lazy because they're going to think, well, I don't need to put deep roots down to search for the moisture because it's at the surface. Whereas, you know, if you water from below, you will encourage that downward growth of roots, get that beautiful root system. And this is all nice, really strong, rigid plastic as well. It's going to last year after year. Once you finish using them, give them a good wash, dry them, store them away for next year. Of course, you could even start some of your autumn growth in these as well,
Absolutely.
if you wanted to.
Great little system that. It's only £16.99. That is your delivered club price, by the way. So you're getting everything that you're seeing there. 54 of the 9cm pots, 3 shuttle trays, 3 watering trays and 3 capillary mats. That's quite a lot, isn't it, for £16.99? Delivered price. 130018 is the item number. Let's give you a little reminder of some of the favourites so far, shall we? Starting off with the 24 pack of Surfinia. It's always so popular, the Surfinia petunias. You're going to get 24 of those plug plants included in there. You will get 6 of the 6 different varieties of the plug plants included. These are your designer petunias. These are the ones that get bigger, stronger, longer than other varieties. They're more weather resistant. They were specifically bred to be that and to have those longer trails. They can be trailing 1 metre in length. Adam has seen them even longer than that. If you ever see the petunias in commercial displays down the middle of a shopping centre and they look absolutely amazing, chances are it is the petunia that is the Surfinia petunia that is being used. 401438 is the item number. Now we've got the compost deal for you. This is the amazing compost deal. You're going to get 110 litres, 3 bags, a 50, a 40 and a 20 litre. Plus, as a little added extra bonus, you're going to get 100 grams of our blooming fast soluble fertiliser, which is the best fertiliser that you'll ever use. We know it's also the best compost that you're ever going to use as well, because it's professional grade ingredients that have been carefully selected and put together in exactly the right quantities so that your plants get the best results. It's like a 7-star hotel for your plants to live in. They're going to absolutely love it. And it will produce stronger, better plants that will be more productive, whether that's fruits, vegetables, or simply just growing some flowers for your garden. 100203, the item number. 2121 is your delivered price on that one. Amethyst Falls is up next. That's that gorgeous climbing hydrangea. A climbing wisteria, but this is the one that is going to flower in the first year, but also is going to stay nice and compact as well. If you want to let it get bigger, you can, by the way. You can let it grow to 10, 15 feet even over a period of years, but the point with this is that you can maintain the size. You can't maintain the size with those other more vigorous varieties. You have to let it rump away to a certain extent. You have control with this one, and that's what I really like. Pollinators obviously adore this plant. It has a fragrance to it, and it's a winter hardy one as well. Plus, it is nice and easy to grow. 550238 is the item number there. £8 saving on that one as well. Big old strawberries, yes please. This is the Colossus strawberry for you. These are the ones that can be palm size, 40 grams in weight, a June bearing variety, easy to grow, put them somewhere sunny, water them, feed them. And this year you could be picking those strawberries, and then next year and the year after. Strawberry plants typically will last 5 years, sometimes longer in actual fact. But they will produce runners and you can create new strawberry plants from them. This is the strawberry Colossus. So this is a really interesting, huge variety that stays nice and sweet and juicy all the way through. It's not one of those big strawberries that is only sweet around the edge and then is rubbish in the centre. This one stays nice and sweet. 320074, the item number on that one. Then we have the carpet rose, which is our rose of the week, and it is a carpet rose, as in a ground cover rose. It'll only grow to about 50 centimetres in height, roughly, but this is going to spread by a good 4 feet, maybe even a little bit more than that, which is what makes this absolutely fantastic. If you want to cover some areas in the garden, this is the way to do it. A few of these and you will have that gorgeous carpet of colour going through your garden. If yes, £16.99, £5 saving on that one. 780153 is the item number if you want to go for that one. Right, and the final one to show you is the beautiful Super Cascade, which we did just see. It is a pack of 12 of those plug plants. It's going to look amazing in hanging baskets. It could go into pots and containers like I put mine in. It'll tumble and trail over the edges. You won't be able to see the pot in the end because it will cascade beautifully. Genuinely the best thing I had in my garden when I grew it a few years ago. I did put them into hanging baskets like last year or the year before as well, and they looked fantastic there. But the year I had them in those pots, pots, it was the standout plant and the longest lasting, but probably the last thing to properly be in flower for me as well. It was amazing. Grow them on a little bit before planting out, and don't forget about the foliage when it comes to begonias. I know we're growing flowers and we want all the beautiful flowers, but actually the contrast between the flowers and the foliage on this plant really is quite beautiful. 400543, the item number if you would like to go for that one. 1104 as well. That's your delivered price, £11.04. It's less than £1 a plug, which is awesome. Right, we're back. Hello. Let's have a quick jump in here. Mauricio is wondering whether to put the gazebo up or not this weekend.
Yeah, go on. Go for it. Go on. Go on. You can always take it down again if the weather, changes.
She says, after Derek's disaster with watering last year, thought I'd lost my guava shrub, but noticed today it is shooting new leaves.
Good.
Yay, that's very good. Everyone's a little bit quiet today. Mauricia's getting well involved in the chat, but everyone else, if you want to jump in, say hello, let us know what's going on in your garden, please do it. We're more than happy to interact with you because we're here and we're live this afternoon, Thursday, between 2 and 4 o'clock, which reminds me, we're halfway through. We've only got another hour left. If you want to send us any emails, you're most welcome to. ygtv@yougarden.com is the email address if you'd like to share some pictures of your garden. We are very nosy. We love to see what's going on. It doesn't just have to be YouGarden plants either. If it is, then great. We just like to see what's happening in YouGarden.
We just don't want to be missing a trick, do we? That's the thing.
Then we want to steal your ideas. That's it. That's exactly what we want to do. All right, we're coming back then. We have got more plants to show you, and we've got a couple of beauties for you in the middle here. We're going to start off with the gorgeous Hydrangea Incredible. A double up deal. Nice. You can get a couple of these.
Look at this. Look at the foliage on this.
Yeah, it's really coming to life, hasn't it?
Just the leaves are gorgeous. That lovely, lovely lime green foliage, that nice sort of edging on the leaves there as well. And this is such a stunningly gorgeous hydrangea. It flowers on new wood, so it's dead easy to prune. So if this ever gets taller than you want it to, and to be honest, it only gets, I'd say, about 1.5 meters generally. I've seen these.
4 feet, maybe 5.
Kind of, not much bigger than that. But if that's too tall for you, this time of year, prune it down to whatever height you want it to be. All the new shoots that come through, and this one's a little bit more advanced because it's been in our greenhouse. All those new shoots will give you flower the same year, so really easy to prune. But what you're going to get on these, honestly, you're going to get flower heads the size of cauliflowers. I mean, really, really that big. If I hold this picture up, held there, look, you can see that lady's got her hands around this, and that is a cauliflower-sized flower. Really, really amazing. And good, strong stems on these. This one's been bred to hold those flowers upright, even when we get the windy weather, the rainy weather, so they don't all flop and fall over. You get that lime green kind of hue in the middle of the flower as it starts to open. And then, boy, oh boy, look at this.
I cannot wait to get my Incredibles planted.
I'm
so excited.
It's a celebration, isn't it?
Yeah.
I mean,
you will get flowers first year. Whether you'll get the really massive ones first year, it might just take a year to establish, but you'll definitely get flowers first year. I had one that I planted last year in a pot, and I got flowers the first year.
I planted, again, one from here last year in my garden, and mine flowered the first year as well.
There you go. So you should get flowers
I had
this
about
year.
4 or 5 flower heads on it.
Nice.
Not cauliflower size, but still really, really decent.
Size.
Yeah, and this year they're going to get bigger and bolder year on year.
I can't wait.
When I actually squeeze the middle of this bud here as well, you can feel almost, there's like at the base of that bud, you can almost feel there's like a little flower bud kind of developing right at the base there.
I reckon you're right.
I mean, another couple of weeks, you'll really will kind of see that bud start to develop. But because the foliage has got that lovely lime green bright colour,
Yeah, I reckon there's one in there as well.
The flowers contrast beautifully with that foliage. You can see there. This is really pure elegance. I could see this in a wedding bouquet or a wedding posy or something like that.
Our lovely friend, you used to work with her as well, Joanne. Her amazing wedding. Can you imagine it was an amazing wedding?
I can imagine.
Hydrangea display. I mean, it was a fancy pants
We're
wedding.
talking Bridgerton kind of style.
Amazing. And it was all exactly that. So yes, absolutely beautiful for that. I'm doing a hydrangea border this year, so I've got 5 of these. I feel like maybe I should get another 2. There's a double up deal, so maybe I could get another 2. I'm going to do the whole back of the garden border. It's how many fence panels? 6 fence panels.
Don't ask me, I've been.
I showed you a video.
I
think
know,
it's
I can't remember it
6
from the
panels.
video.
Anyway, I might get another 2, but a whole hydrangea border, that's what I'm doing in my garden. But one of these would look amazing as well, wouldn't it?
Because, I mean, one plant will get about, say, this sort of height, it'll get about that wide. And again, just a couple of days ago, I was driving back. I said it was a pub, but actually it's a house on a corner of a lovely sloped bit of grass just outside Hertford. And they've got a whole wall of these.
Oh.
And every time I drive past, when they're flowering, they just look absolutely stunning.
I can't wait. I hope you're going to do it as well. I hope you love the hydrangea as much as we do. We're very excited about it. If you want to double up on this, by the way, go to their website, put one in your basket, have a little look. Have a little look. Put the code in, YGTV1226. You'll see we've taken the postage off. That's good. But let's add another one in. It's at $24.99 at the moment. It costs you £1.
That's...
The second one works out as £1 more.
It's illogical to
That's
just
not
order
bad,
one, isn't
is it?
I mean, seriously, you might as well, for another £1 to get another plant.
I'm going to have to get 2 more. Now, I'm going to have to go and measure my fences and find out whether I need 2 more now. That's incredible. £13 each is basically what they're working out as.
That's incredible.
Did you get that?
I did.
It took you a second.
No, I didn't. No, that's fine. That's fine.
All right, the double up deal is available. You can just go for one if you want to. If you just want one, go for it. It's fine. But definitely for an extra £1 more, it's well worth putting another one in the basket. Find a space. Which gardener asks themselves before they buy something, where am I going to put that? Nobody does.
No, it's always the other way round. You buy the plant and then you think, I'll find somewhere for it.
I'll find somewhere.
Yeah.
We all do the same thing, don't we?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
510009 is the item. We're going to dig. I'll just dig some lawn up. It's fine. I'll just dig some more lawn up. Right, 510009, the item number, 2124, the price. That's just for one though. We showed you what it'll be if you get 2 of them. Right, we're bringing you on. Okay, we're going to go to Acer Taylor. Very excited to have this one back in stock. Everybody loved this last year. 510524, the item number. This is the beautiful pink Acer Taylor, and I will just point out they are starting to leaf up. That's what it's going to look like. They're all starting to leaf up now.
Yeah, I cannot believe we're at this point again, because I remember seeing not this exact plant, but this exact type of plant outside last year coming out into leaf at this time, and we were blown away by how beautifully pink the new foliage is on this. I mean, look at that. That is so divine.
I love it.
Really, really lovely. And then that will kind of fade down a little bit to this real glorious pink. And once your shrub grows over 2 or 3 years, you're going to get this huge display of fabulous leaves. Eventually, some green will come into the centre of those leaves, but it still keeps lots of those pink hues. They don't go completely green. Sometimes you get splashes of white as well come into the leaf. Always changing. That's the great thing about acers. They've got kind of one type of clothing in spring. They've got their summer clothing, and then they change into their autumn clothing.
They do.
Yeah, and even in the wintertime when they decide to go sort of naturist, they still look gorgeous because they've got those really interesting twigs.
I'm looking forward to seeing my Acer in full leaf as it comes through. 2124 is your club price on this one. Should we go and see Sean? Are we missing Sean Ryan? This is from May time last year.
Well, I've just come into this wonderful part of the nursery, full of acers, actually, and gorgeous ferns. But the acer to me that stands out the most is this one here. I mean, that has to be one of the most beautiful coloured acers that we've ever seen. I think it's the most beautiful. It's called Acer Taylor. And what I love are all the different colours on the foliage. So when the leaves first emerge, they're this beautiful pink, absolutely gorgeous. And then as they age, they go more green. But what is interesting, some of the leaves have even got 3 colours in there at least. So creams and greens and different shades of pink. They're just beautiful. And acers are very easy to grow. They're just like a sheltered position. They hate strong winds. And I think you can see looking at the foliage, it is delicate. So just keep them away from strong winds and actually keep them away from really strong direct sunlight. That can actually burn the leaves. That's kind of strong wind. So as long as you get a nice sheltered corner, free from winds, I'd say part shade, dappled is absolutely ideal. And they really create a wonderful tranquility and calmness in a garden. Quite often Acer is used with water features and Buddhas and things like that. And they do look very nice when grouped together in pots. And I wish I'd planted this. I've got several Acers in my garden. I do need this one, definitely, because it is one of the most beautiful. Now, this is one that we've got on the show today. Really good sized pots. This one is the 3-litre pots. We did have this one last week, which is the 13 centimetre. So I just wanted to show you really the difference in terms of size. I mean, we've got different sizes for all budgets here at YouGarden, but do bear in mind, Acers are quite slow growing. So this will take several years to get to its full size, which could be about 1.5 metres, maybe a little bit more. But if you do buy the bigger one, then already you've got so much growth on here. That is so pretty, isn't it? So yes, I have to say, I think you are the prettiest Acer in the nursery right now. I know you shouldn't have favourites, but you are definitely the prettiest.
It's nice, isn't it?
It's a stunner.
I love Acers. I absolutely adore Acers.
I tell you what, I wouldn't mind seeing the Acer in a pot underplanted with those Coleus.
Ooh.
That'd be good, wouldn't it? Be a nice contrast. That deep, deep kind of plummy colour, and then that sort of pinky colour.
Ooh,
Yeah.
that would be nice.
Nice, wouldn't it? That could work well.
I've never underplanted Acers. I kind of like Acers just... I don't know. Each to their own, that's what we say. Right, 510524, the item number, if you'd like to go for the Acer Taylor. It's in the 3-litre pot. £15 saving, £21.24 on that one. Winter hardy, very easy and stunningly beautiful. We all love that one. Right, let's move on, shall we? We've got a deal for you on the stacking pots. The best pots, well, it's the nester pots that we've got for you. We call it that because they'll all nest together if you're not using them. I don't know when you would not be using them. You're always going to be using them.
Yeah,
it's a great feature, but it's pointless.
Well, yes, because basically, if they're going to stay like this all the time, then don't bother buying them. Yeah.
Well, listen, you'll get them home and you'll use them. Of course you will.
Look at these. I mean, you can use these for so many things. You don't have to plant things in, by the way. They've got zillions of other uses for storage.
Yes, they have.
I mean, you've got the 3 sizes. So I'll tell you, I'm going to go from big to smaller. So this is your big whopping 50-litre one
The
here.
big daddy, I call him.
Well, looking round where we are today, there isn't anything in here that we couldn't plant in this. In fact, even if you wanted to, you could plant Prunus amanagawa in here. That would be all right in there. I'm not going to say forever and ever, but you could just chop the top off this if it got too tall eventually, but that would live in there for a good 5 or 6 years. No problem at all if you watered it, fed it. So these are great if you're going to be moving in the future and you want to sort of pop things on, or you want to create a little fruit garden in there, a little vegetable garden. You've got so many options with these. Great for storage, for example. In the wintertime, you can put all your logs in here for your wood burner, keep them outside the back door.
Do you know what I've got in mine? I've got one of these, and it is the 50-litre one at the moment. I've got all my bamboo canes stashed in one at the moment.
That's what I do. Yeah, so much easier to look at because they're right annoying them, aren't they? Because they'll fall all over the place. UV stable, which is good. So these, Stu always points out, these are like the plastic your wheelie bin's made out of. So these aren't going to go brittle. And look at the handles. Watch my knuckles. Like now, look, my knuckles are kind of pretty much normal colour. Now, look, white knuckles now. Look. Well,
they're tough.
Yeah,
very strong, very
really,
tough.
Really fully on there. And these are proper tough pots. They don't split, they don't crack. Look, drainage holes. You've got drainage holes in the bottom, but also got drainage holes in the bottom and also drainage holes in the side. And if I do this, look, you can see just how big that pot is.
It makes Stu very happy when we do this.
Makes me and Stu happy. We both have that sort of funny kind of humour. So that's your 50.
You are getting a 50-litre.
So, and come
a
on,
35.
There's your 35.
That's it.
So that's your next one up. And then you're getting 3 of these beauties. 3 of your 30 size as well. All UV stable, all frost resistant, all holds bottom and sides as well. Lightweight, tough. They're going to last you year after year after year after year. And I would say if we had a long enough amount of time, you could give me 100 different uses for these. You really could.
I mean, look, deadheading, weeding, you know, collecting all those things up. Yes, absolutely. We all use them for that. But temporary homes for plants, absolutely. I've got loads of things planted in there that I'm planning on giving a home at some point. They all go in there as well.
So you could do with this one, Bex.
Yeah.
Do you fancy a little pond in your garden with the little 50-litre one?
But it's got holes in it.
You could dig a hole, drop it in, put a liner in it.
Yeah.
And just make yourself a little pond.
You could get a little pump in the bottom.
Yeah, you could do that.
That's
all
a
you
good
need.
idea, isn't
You only
it?
need a pond that size to bring in frogs and newts and toads and all the sort of insects and stuff.
That's a great idea.
If you wanted to.
I might do that.
You know, you could even leave the handles on and just disguise them with some plants in. So if you wanted to, so you could take the whole thing out, empty it, give it a nice old clean, and then put it back in the ground.
That's a good idea. There
You
you go.
fancied it?
There's another use for it. All right, 1 of the 50-litre, 1 of the 35-litre, 3 of the 30 litres. 130681 is the item number. It's the nest of heavy-duty pots. Once you've got a heavy-duty pot in your life, you need more of them, so you might as well just go fill them in the first place, okay? Find all of these different things that you're going to do with them. Decant a new compost, temporary homes for plants, storage of all your, well, anything, storage of anything. It might be gardening equipment, bamboo canes, it could be dogs' toys, kids' toys, it could be absolutely anything. And I think it's always you, Simon, that I quote, that I remember you telling us that you use one for a laundry basket, which I think is brilliant.
I love that idea.
Okay, so yes, do get those ones into your basket while you're building your baskets. No postage to pay here. Everything gets delivered. Free postage. Right, shall we move on? Where we're going next to? Compost. Let's go and have a look at that compost.
Well, if you've got pots, you need compost to put in them, don't you?
Yeah, you do. Now, we have got an amazing compost deal for you. Not done this one before. I certainly don't remember it. Anyway, you're going to get 110 litres in total. A 50-litre, a 40-litre, a 20-litre. So that's 110 litres in total. And we're going to put in a bag of our Blooming Fast Superior Plant Food. And it will be a 100-gram bag as well. That's a 50-gram, but you will get a 100-gram. 5 grams of feed per 5 litres of water. Best feed ever and best compost ever.
Yeah, because this isn't just any old feed. You know, some feeds you get have got nitrogen, phosphorus and potassium, which are the 3 main elements plants need for roots, shoots and flower and seed production. But this has got trace elements in as well. Things like molybdenum, iron, manganese, boron, and they really, really are critical to our health as human beings, but to plant health as well. You dissolve this, you can use it as a liquid feed to watering around the roots, or you can use it as a foliar feed, spraying onto the foliage of your plants in the evening once the sun's gone off the plant. So you're getting that with it as well. You're going to get a 50-litre bag, you're going to get a 40-litre bag, and then you're going to get a 20-litre bag. Now, the little 20-litre bag normally arrives as a black plastic bag, doesn't it?
Yeah, we've got one down on the floor there, but yeah.
But don't worry about that. Don't think because it's in a different coloured bag, it's a different type of compost. No. It's exactly the same as all the other compost. So it's our premium compost, peat reduced. It's got that composted wood fibre.
That is a 20-litre bag, but we have used some of it, by the way. So that's not a full 20-litre. You will get a full 20-litre and a sealed one as well. Do
you know what I would keep that back for as well, the 20-litre one? It is just that perfect size for repotting houseplants.
Houseplants, yeah.
Because what you can do is you can always get an old sheet, put it on the worktop in the kitchen, sit the bag there, put your houseplants on top, and you've not got some huge bag of compost going everywhere.
I need to do some repotting of houseplants.
Yeah, I've done, I think I'm pretty much up to date with mine at the moment. Yeah. So, yeah, and they do love this compost, by the way. You've got that composted wood fibre, letting the air down to the roots, letting those tiny seeds germinate, letting the plug plants take root, letting your cuttings take root as well. It allows the water to percolate through. You'll see lots of different coloured beads in here, these little kind of beads. And if you can turn that board around there, Bex, you'll see... No, I'm not going to do one. You see all these splat marks on here? That's where I've got these little beads out and I've popped them just to show you the liquid that's inside these. So I did it on the front once as Stu told me off. Yes, I'm
not surprised.
I wasn't thinking. So I think I almost got rid of it. So they will feed your plants for up to 6 months. You've got a wetting agent in this as well, which means when you water it, the water soaks straight in. On some compost, those cheaper inferior composts, when they dry out, like you see along the front here, and you pour the water on, it just beads off. With this, it soaks in much, much more easily, nice and pH balanced, and it's delivered to your door in cardboard boxes, no shipping, and you're going to get, say, those 3 bags, your 50, your 40, your 20, and 100 grams of our blooming fast top end fertiliser.
Okay, so you're going to be doing a lot of planting, aren't you, over the coming months? We've already started. You're going to be doing a lot of planting. I'd be stocking up, getting as much of it as you can fit/afford, particularly whilst we've got this deal on. I take it, if you added 2 or 3 into your basket, you'd get 2 or 3 bags of fertiliser, right? It's not a free gift, it's part of the item. Okay, fabulous. So if you ordered 3 lots of this, you would also get 3 bags of the fertiliser, which is brilliant.
And also, perhaps I shouldn't say this really, if you ordered those in 3 separate amounts and used a £5 voucher for each.
If you've got 3
vouchers, you could get even more fantastic reductions.
And there you go. All right, 100203 is your item number if you would like to go for the compost bundle. Make sure you're using your code, please, YGTV1226, the item number, the offer code, because that's how you're going to get A, the savings, B, the free postage. Please make sure you're always using our offer code, and it does change on a weekly basis as well. Right, we're back over to the favourites table. We're going from this end this time, and we're starting off with the wonderful Wisteria.
Yeah, and we need your picture to be showing on the screen every time, because this lady here has grown one of these. I'll tell you, I'm so flipping jealous of it.
Have I sent you that yet, Stu?
You do need to give that to Stu, because
I do need to give it to Stu.
Honestly, the one that Bex has grown on her obelisk is one of the most perfect examples of how stunningly beautiful and compact and easy this Wisteria is to grow. Because if you tried to grow an ordinary Wisteria sinensis on that obelisk that Bex has got, it would just grow into a mass of tangled stems and it would be absolutely hopeless. Amethyst Falls is so much slower growing, not crazy vigorous like its cousin, so it will cover a tower pot, it will cover an obelisk beautifully, and it will look suited to that obelisk, and it will flower wonderfully on there as well. Fragrant, just like its parent plant or its cousin plant. Gorgeous autumn coloured foliage as well. The leaves turn a fabulous yellow before they drop. Sunshine is what they like, 6 hours a day if possible, but if you can keep it in sun all day, it won't complain. If it's in a pot, obviously water it, feed it. It flowers about May time. It will repeat flower a little bit throughout the summer, on and off occasionally. And the great thing about them is they flower in their first year. You don't have to wait year after year after year. And they bring in the pollinators. You saw the little bees. Look all the bees, look.
Loads of bees.
Loads of bees. This is yours, Bex.
It is. So this is that wasn't exactly a bright sunny day, as you can see.
Look at that.
But
I'm so, God.
Big pot. Nice obelisk
Beautiful.
in the centre there. Just got some stones on the top there to try and stop any weeds growing through. Just wrapping its way around that obelisk. I have not enhanced this in any way. There's no AI been used on this.
That shot I love there. That is pure elegance.
It is, isn't it?
It is.
You have to see it from the distance before you go in close. I love it.
That is adorable. I mean, over the years, I said it earlier on, it's one of the plants I get requested the most to plant as a climber for customers, and I have to always warn customers, you can plant one of the normal Wisterias, but they take a lot of pruning. Sometimes they're reluctant to flower. So I suggest to people now, look, go for Amethyst Falls. Much easier to look after. It flowers from its first year, easy to prune. It's not an imitation Wisteria. It's not calling itself Wisteria, and it isn't. It has the lovely racemes, the same as the other one. It has the purple. It has the fragrance. It has the hardiness. But it doesn't have that insane vigour that will take over the whole end of a house and end up growing into your loft. So seriously, if you've wanted a Wisteria for years and you've hesitated, well, Bex and I will promise you, go for this one. You'll adore it. You'll love it.
Flowers.
You'll never curse it or cuss it. You'll always love it, honestly.
Yeah. I love mine. How I'll ever get that moved, if I ever move house, who knows? But I'll work it out.
Move in winter.
That's probably the best thing to do, isn't it?
Move in winter when it's all bare.
All right, 550238 is the item number. Yes, Stu is pointing out those flower buds for you. That's another one there, look. That's a flower bud. There's more flower. That's a flower bud. Yes, there are several coming. They'll become really obvious very, very soon. Okay, so 550238, a beautiful Wisteria for you. Okay, we're going to bosh down the rest. bosh through these.
Bish, bash, bosh.
Strawberry Colossus for you next.
Yeah, don't buy these because, big strawberries are all woody and chewy and they no flavour. Yeah. Thing about these ones is they don't do that because we're taught that, aren't we? We're taught if you let fruit get big, if you let runner beans get 8 foot long, they're all stringy and leggy. Well, that's true of a lot of things, but these strawberries have been bred to become huge, 30 grams per fruit, almost small hen's egg size, but ripe, sweet, delicious, sumptuously gorgeous, all the way through to the middle. They really, really are a stunning strawberry. Look at those. Look at the colour, the lustre on them as well, warmed by the sun. And of course, when you grow your own strawberries, you can ripen them to that perfect point that the supermarkets can't. These are tough, they're hardy, they come to you as these jumbo plugs, ready to go straight in the garden, and these will crop for you first time this year.
There you go. So 12 of those jumbo plugs. They are jumbo plugs as well. Just so you can see, look, that is the sort of size we're talking about. These are really rooty beauty plants. You don't need to plant them in very deep containers. I did plant my strawberries into the 30-litre heavy-duty pots, and it's a bit of a waste, isn't it?
Yeah,
they don't need to be that deep.
They don't need that depth, do they, of soil, to be honest?
You don't need to. I did for the first few years, but listen, they can pretty much grow anywhere as long as you've got a reasonable amount of soil in there, or compost rather, as long as they're in a sunny spot, you keep them watered, and I really recommend feeding. If you don't feed, you'll still get strawberries, but if you do feed, you'll get more, and that's the important thing.
Yeah, definitely.
320074, the item number if you want to go for your sweet Colossus, 12 of those, £11.03 delivered price as a club member. Next up, we've got the hardy fuchsias, not your hanging basket fuchsias, not your annual fuchsias. These are your perennial shrub fuchsias.
Yeah, these are your forever fuchsias. You don't have to lift these in the winter.
Fuchsia.
Yeah, they will get all the way through the winter, no matter what part of the world you're in. Well, not the world, but the country you're in. Now, a couple of things about these as well. After a mild winter, quite often they'll grow away from where they left off. After a very, very cold, shocking winter, they can be frosted down to ground level. But don't panic, because in the spring, you see thumping great big new red shoots come up, and they'll get back to their full size in that first season after being knocked back by the winter, and they will start flowering midsummer. And hardy fuchsias keep flowering almost up until Christmas time. I remember a garden I used to look after in Buckhurst Hill, and we planted some in a woodland garden for somebody there. And I even remember going when the oak trees were losing their leaves and the fuchsias underneath were still flowering. In fact, they get an extra surge of flower in the autumn. Then you just leave them. You just leave them through the winter. And then, as I say, if it's a mild winter, they'll regrow pretty much from where the stems reached the year before. Or if it's a cold winter, trim them down. But don't panic, because they grow back. They'll come back year after year after year. They'll get to about 1.5 metres sort of tall, about 1.5 metres spread-wise eventually. Plant them a little bit deeper in the ground than what they are currently at the moment, although I'd take Bex's advice and I would grow them on just a little bit more first before putting them straight in. And really, really feed them well as well. If you're going to grow them in a pot, I would grow these in at least a 30-litre pot, if not a 35 or a 50. Feed well, water well, and plant them somewhere where they're not going to get the really full-on hot midday sun, because they can get a bit stressed. 6 colours, 2 of each.
Lovely. 400947, the item number, £11.04. That is less than £1 a plug plant again. Let's go over, shall we? 30 years of Surfinia. Oh, it was in number 1 place. It's now in number 2. Nothing wrong with the silver medal, though, is there, Adam?
No, well, not sure about that. But 6 colours on these as well. And also, not just these beautiful colours, but fabulous fragrance on these. Now, we say these trail about 1 metre, 1.5 metres. I have seen, driving around over the years, I've seen some get even kind of longer than that. These really, really are the most incredible invention or sort of type of breed of petunia in 30 years. Because, sometimes they bring out a new type of bedding plant and they're really popular for a couple of years or so, and then they kind of fizzle out. These never have. These have always been as popular today as when they were introduced 30 years ago. And look, you can see why.
Yeah.
Huge, great big displays, months and months and months of fabulous colour, easy to look after, loved by the pollinators. Feed them, water them, and just sit back and enjoy them for month after month after month.
And they're gorgeous, honestly. Several months in the summer, easy to look after, and always a customer favourite. Certainly for the 4 or 5 years I've been doing this with YouGarden for now. Even back to old Ideal World days, these were one of the most popular items, weren't they?
And Bex, it doesn't surprise me because the quality of these, I mean, you can see here, they come in these beautiful little plastic greenhouses. They're labelled on the front, so you'll get A, B, C, D, E. Then that corresponds with the A, B, C, D, E on the bottom there, you see, so you know which colour's which. Get them home, grow them on a bit. Obviously, they can't go out till the risk of frost has gone. These have been pinched out. They're multi-branched. These are primed to just give you dramatic displays this summer.
401438, the item number there, £16.98, the price, saving £10 on that one. Make sure you're using your code so you get your saving and you get your free postage. I don't want you to pay postage. Make sure you use that code. Right, let's move over, shall we, to the Coleus. I saw a few people saying that they got hold of these. I think Olwyn was in as well, weren't you, Olwyn? Hello, Olwyn. Yes, just got the Coleus and the Geranium firecracker. Thank you very much. What was that, Stu? Some people have been to the website and they put the 12-pack in the basket instead of the 6-pack. That's entirely up to you. Hopefully you're still getting the free postage on there, but there is apparently a 12-pack available. Have a little look on the website and see for yourself. Mauricio says we have... oh, no, you're talking about lights. You've got solar lights. It's another conversation that's going on in the chat at the moment. OK, so yes, this is the Coleus solar flare that we're showing you now.
And look at the quality of that plant. That is so absolutely perfect. You've got that beautiful little root system there. This plant is stout, it's branching. You've got the colour of the leaves, you've got the shape of the leaves. Get them home, grow them on. These will grow in sun, they'll grow in part shade. They can get up to 90 centimetres tall. They can flower as well, by the way. Some people take the flowers off, some people leave them on. It's up to you. I take them off. But I can remember these were popular when I was a kind of a young gardener, and then they kind of went out of fashion. But now they've really, really come back with, kind of a vengeance, really, because they are so stunningly beautiful. And think about things you can contrast those with. I mean, you could, for example, plant these in a container and then underplant with some yellow bidens to tumble over the side. That could make a really nice contrast. Or how about some really beautiful deep-coloured lobelia, blue lobelia with these coming out the top. That's the great thing. When you have plants with foliage this dramatic, you can just see there those two type of Coleus that are contrasting well. You can create those wonderful, wonderful kind of contrasts.
I think sometimes when we get to summer, we get so focused on flowers that we forget that you can still get amazing displays with foliage, you know, and actually really can. OK, so that one is the Coleus Solar Flare, 401728, the item number, 6 of those plug plots. There is a 12-pack available on the website, but I don't know where you would stand on the postage for that. So just have a little look if you want to. Right, I heard something about skipping over something then. Right, just the details. We're not allowed to stop because we wax lyrical about it. 100203 if you want to go for the amazing compost deal. 50 litre, 40 litre, 20 litre bag, 110 litres in total, and a free bag of fertiliser for £21.21. Now we're going to talk about the Hydrangea Incredible. Just for 1 minute. You get a double up deal here as well. Who was it that said? Somebody said, Hydrangea is a fabulous price on double up. Rude not to. Thank you, Gillian. I like that comment. Rude not to.
It would be rude not to. I mean, look at the plant as well. Isn't that just beautiful?
Yeah.
Look at the quality
of that. They are all
that.
starting to bud up. This one's just a little bit further on just because we keep it in the greenhouse here, but they are all coming into leaf at the moment.
And they all look like this as well. And I love the new leaves. So they've got that lovely soft kind of furry feel to them. And of course, Bex and I already think there's little embryonic flower buds forming in the middle of these shoots. We can just sort of feel that little bit in the middle there. Let's whip it out the pot quickly as well.
Whip it out!
I'm going to do it over the top of this other pot though. Look at that root system. Look at that. So this will flower for you this year. This is a super, super happy plant. This is going to get to about 1.5 metres tall, about 1.5 metres wide. And you can already see, look, it's producing new shoots from the ground level on this as well. And these produce flowers, basically the size of cauliflowers. huge, great big flower heads that are supported really, really well on super strong, rigid stems. You can have them as cut flowers, and don't rush to deadhead these either, because the flowers look beautiful
as
really
seed
heads
do
afterwards.
I think they really do. Like, look, there's not a lot to look at in winter. It's a bit grey, a bit miserable, but faded flowers on hydrangeas actually look really quite pretty.
Covered in a really nice white frost.
Yeah.
They look great. Or October, November time, when you get the cobwebs in between the flowers and you get that heavy dew over the top.
Absolutely.
They can look really, really good.
All right, the Hydrangea Incredible is available. I've already got 5 of them in my garden. How many of you get? Not that it's competition, but like, come on, let's go hydrangea mad, shall we? Let's do it this year. 510009 is the item number if you'd like to go for that. I am considering getting another 2. I think I might need another 2 just to make that massive border. By the way, a second one put in your basket just costs you £1 more.
I'd be almost tempted to go for 4, because then you're literally you get 2 hydrangeas for £2.
Exactly.
Oh,
right, let's have a look at this, shall we? Hang on.
Let's have an.
What are we doing? £25.99 for 2. If I put a third one in, it makes a whole new line here. There you go. You can do it all in one order. There you go. It just splits it out for you. That's a nice. Look at this basket, though. Total saving £93.96. Order total £76.93. Join the club and save £18.74. So even when you pay £10 to join the club, you're still going to be saving another £8.74.
And you think of all what you're getting for that. I mean, you're getting those 4 hydrangeas. You're getting that compost offer. You're getting the feed as well, and you're getting that delivered to your door. Imagine going to a garden centre, slapping all that on the tin at the garden centre.
That is basically my basket right there.
Yeah, and saying, look, I want all this for 76 quid delivered to my door, no shipping. They'd laugh you out the garden centre.
All right, I think that's a fantastic deal. If you're not all going for that Hydrangea Incredible, then I don't know what you're doing. All right, let's give you a reminder of some of the items that we have still got for you. We've got some more plants to show you as well. So starting off with that Super Cascade, we have got 12 of those plug plants for you. £7 saving on here. I love Super Cascade. I love begonias. They deadhead themselves. They don't care what the summer weather is. It's sun or part shade, no problem. And this was genuinely one of my favourite plants that I grew a few years ago. It was the one that looked the best for the longest, and I did nothing to make it happen, and that's what I love. 400543 is the item number if you'd like to go for that one. The Geranium firecracker is a stunning one. It is an absolute firecracker. You get those lovely clusters of bright red flowers up at the top there, the fabulous zonal leaves. You get that gorgeous fragrance. This is another one that absolutely can and happily will grow in a really hot sun-baked position, but I've found that geraniums don't mind a part shade position as well. They do need some sun, not deep shade, but a little bit shady is not a problem. They draw attention. That bright red colour is amazing, and they're long-lasting, also quite drought-tolerant as well. So if we have another hot, dry summer, your geraniums won't be absolutely gasping. So that's a really good one. 401702, the item number. 24 of those plug plants, so £16.98 club price for that. That's amazing. Less than £1 a plug. Tiny Pampa. Tiny Pampa. Yes, I did say tiny. This is not the pampas grass that gets 3 metres high, 3 metres wide. It is the one that only grows, look, spaniel for comparison. 60 by 60 centimetres is approximately the size that this is going to reach. Multiple flower heads, and I would be highly surprised if you did not get them the first year. I did. One plant had about 9 or 10 of them. The other one had about 7 or 8 of them, and that was the first year. They appear later on in the summer, giving you winter interest, totally winter hardy, drought tolerant when established, and loves a sunny spot in the garden. 560991 is your item number for that one. We have the carpet rose, which is our rose of the week. So if you need some ground cover, something that's going to flower consistently from June right the way through to October, beautiful bright pink flowers on here. I've forgotten the fragrance, Adam. Are they fragrant? Light fragrance. Light fragrance. Sorry. So yes, a beautiful light fragrance you're going to get on here, but repeat flowering, easy to look after. And Adam said, don't even deadhead. Just go along with the shears and chop them off. You don't need to be that careful with this at all. But you'll get constant flowers from a very easy winter hardy plant, and an amazing price because it is the rose of the week. £16.99 on that one. Next up, we have got for you Oh, the shuttle trays. Okay, so yes, if you are potting anything on, if you're growing it on before planting it out, like the petunias or the winter hardy fuchsias or the begonias, then this is the perfect little system for you. You're going to get the trays, you're going to get the pots, you're going to get the watering trays, and you're going to get the capillary mats. Now, the capillary mats are awesome because it's going to hold on to that water for you, and it's going to essentially bottom water the plants. And this could be really good for your plants because it makes the plants stretch its roots downwards. It makes them go deeper rooted, which is ultimately what we want, isn't it? 130018, the item number. They're obviously reusable, a nice and neat stacking system. You can tidy them away and stack them up into each other when you're finished using them. So £16.99 is the price on there. You can multi-order if you want, if you do loads of potting on, and that will keep everything really nice and neat and tidy. Next up, we've got the Acer Taylor. This was so popular last year. I can't tell you how popular this was. Honestly, it sold out really quickly, and then we couldn't actually get it back into stock. But we had to bring another one in. I think it was the Ioshi? It was the sort of closest in look that we could get to it. But this one's stunning. Really beautiful, bright pink foliage when it starts out, but then you get the transition of colour, which is what you tend to get with a lot of Acers throughout the seasons, from spring right the way through to winter before it drops its leaves. And you can see it happening here. You get greens and cream variegation coming through. So you're going to get the colour change happening with the Acer Palmatum Taylor as well. But it's that pink foliage, I think, that really draws everybody's attention initially, which is how it starts out its life when it comes into leaf in spring. Totally winter hardy, very easy but slow growing, and that's what we like. Perfectly suited for smaller gardens or for container gardening. 510524, your item number.
And they're what you call a proper Acer, aren't they?
A proper Acer.
Proper Acer.
It's got the dissected leaves. I have now relented. Is that the word?
Oh, you're going to go for the...
I've got it.
The flamingo.
I've got the Acer Nugundo flamingo.
Well done. I've got that as well.
I decided
it's lovely.
after a while, I actually really like that Nugundo flamingo, so I've got it. All right, we've got some more plants to show you. We've still got, nearly 20 minutes left in the potting shed, so we've got a few things we'd like to bring for you. It's Are we doing magnolia first? It's magnolia season. So, there's loads of magnolias coming out at the moment. You might be looking around at all the magnolias and thinking, I wish I had a magnolia.
Well, the genie's out of the bottle with this one, because look at it. Isn't that gorgeous?
Oh, right, come on. Look at the colour of that.
Don't touch that, Betsy. You know you have a bit of a track record of early spring flowers.
Look at how...
Isn't that lovely? Oh, contrast, great with your jumper.
Look how beautiful the colour of that is. And as that opens up, that's going to be amazing, isn't it?
That is going to be something else. Look at that.
I do like the genie. I think if I was going to get a magnolia, it'd be genie.
That is incredible. The nice thing about this one as well is the flowers are longer lasting on the magnolia genie as well. Mm-hmm. And also this one repeats flowers a little bit. So periodically, after its main flowering period, about now, sort of March into April, you can spontaneously get flowers. Not so many, but in kind of May, June, perhaps July as well. Only gets about 3 to 4 metres tall eventually, so it's a nice compact magnolia, very, very hardy.
Yep.
They don't care how cold it gets in the winter, magnolias.
No, they don't care.
They come from parts of the world that have much, much colder winters than here. Great centre point, this one. If you could put it in a front garden, quite often you see them, don't you, in the middle of people's front gardens.
Yeah, if you've got a little bit of lawn out the front, it's in the middle there, isn't it? Yeah.
Looks classic. Wallflowers underneath, spring flowering bulbs. You could plant this in a big tub or a container, but seriously, I'm so chuffed. Can't guarantee that yours will definitely have a flower, but a lot of them have. But yeah, look at that flower. That's just divine, isn't it?
It's beautiful. Really, really gorgeous one, this one. How big did you say it would get?
I think it's about 3 to 4 metres.
So quite compact, actually.
Yeah. It's not a huge... I think up to about 5 max, but it's not a huge, great big
But you can pollard them.
Yeah, you can.
Mum and Dad did with theirs last year. If it gets too big, you can prune it.
Yeah, and the best time to do that is after it's finished flowering.
So later in the summer.
That's it. All the new wood it makes, then we'll give you a flower wood for 2027.
Yeah. So it doesn't matter if it's going to get massive. You can actually keep them smaller. You can contain them. 510971, the item number. If you've been getting a bit of magnolia envy with seeing all the magnolia coming out at the moment, I think that is a beautiful talking point. Something a little bit different to the Soulangeana. That's the most popular one, isn't it?
Yeah, because
I love the Soulangeana, but it's everywhere.
Well, when we saw the picture just now, the buds fully open on this, it almost reminded me of those kind of like Tiffany kind of flowers.
Yeah.
that you see with those little glass kind of flower displays.
I understand
Just got that really gorgeous look to it. This is different, it's unusual, and that colour, I mean, that's just adorable, that colour.
Yeah, beautiful.
Really, look at that. It's
All
so
right,
nice.
510971, £18.69 if you would like to go for the magnolia. Next up, we have got the beautiful callistemon for you. Now, this is one that our head gardener has brought back from Sicily. Oh, well, he didn't physically bring them back, but he went out on a little buying trip to Sicily to restock and all the rest of it. This is a new variety of callistemon.
Isn't this lovely?
Beautiful.
Wow.
I went and had a look at my callistemon this morning because I got the standard last year and I went out to have a little look at it because I did. Well, anyway, I think I've rescued it. I can see flower buds starting to form.
Well, there you go.
I'm excited.
Yeah, well, you definitely rescued it because if it's showing flower buds, it's absolutely totally alive. I'll tell you what I'm going to do with this one. Let's just, I don't know if it does or it doesn't.
I mistreated it last year. I was a bad gardener.
Let's see if it's got
What are you
fragrant
doing?
foliage. Because sometimes.
I smelt it yesterday.
Oh,
it has.
Yeah.
You've still got that lovely citrina smell to it.
Yeah, because sometimes they give sort of some things with certain names, and you think, no, not really. But this, beautiful, fragrant, citrusy foliage on there as well. Look at these wonderful flowers, and this one flowers for a longer period of time, and you can see that because right at the top, these bottle brush flowers are already fully out. But look, all the buds, all the way down,
all those little knobbly bits,
all the way round, and you've got this really beautiful evergreen foliage as well that stays on all the year through, and generally with callistemons, the finer and thinner the leaves, the hardier they tend to be as well. So this one, if you grow it in full sun, that's what they love, shelter position, really well-drained soil, this will probably take sort of a -2, -3, kind of something like that. I wouldn't kind of push your luck much further than that. But I mean, if you're in a cold area of the country, it's a nice compact size, this one. You can grow it in a pot or a container. You could always just put it out of harm's way during the really, really cold spells.
I brought my callistemon into the conservatory when we had the sort of -5s and -6s overnight. So, the rest of the time it has been, I know it's a slightly different variety, but the rest of the time it was outside. But it depends where you live in the country, doesn't it?
Now, I'm going to be honest with you, I forgot to mentally make a note of the height of this. Can you remember what this gets to, Bex, this one?
Nope.
No.
It's gone. It's a brand new one, so I haven't quite committed it to memory.
I think it's about a
Stu's
metre
gonna
and a
have
half.
a little look for us. I think it's a bit smaller.
Oh,
I
is it even
remember it being a bit
smaller
more,
than that?
more compact than other varieties. I mean,
so Stu's going to let us know.
Stu's going to
on that,
double check
in
while
case
he's
you wanna
doing
know.
that.
Oh, 2.5. 2.5 metres tops. Oh, 2.5 centimetres. You madman.
Madman. This is hilarious. So Gillian was saying, sorry, I missed. Do the hydrangea need support? And Mauricia responded, no, they don't. And she said, thanks, Mauricia. That sealed the deal. 2 in my basket. Sorry, that just absolutely made me chuckle. I love it. Sealed the deal. 2 in the basket.
Do you come on the show?
That is the Hydrangea Incredible. Strong Annabelle, it's known as. Annabelle was its predecessor, and Annabelle sadly suffered with weak stems in windy and wet weather.
There's nothing worse than weak stems.
Exactly, right? Floppy, weak stems.
No.
Particularly windy and wet weather, but this one was bred to have stronger stems.
I think what makes me really laugh about this one is when you put the order in, and you just put 2 in, and then just for an extra £1, you get a second one.
I know, right?
Because, why would you not spend another £1 to get an extra one? I mean,
give it to somebody.
Yeah.
If you only want one, get it anyway. It's £1. Give it to somebody.
Or double up and get 4 and just hold them back and just give them as birthday presents.
Oh, apparently it's £22.10 for club members, which works out as £11.05 per plant as a delivered price. I might need to get 2 more. I thought this was a smaller variety, but you're saying up to 2 metres. Oh, up to 2.5. Okay, there you go then.
Centimetres, he said.
Yeah, metres.
Yeah.
Okay, so that one is your callistemon, brand new one, but will give you more flowers, basically. It's a variety that can flower more consistently for you in the summer. Let's move on then, shall we?
We're off to the wall.
Straight over into the corner. So we've got the summer flowering bulb collection, 300 of the summer flowering bulbs. 7 different varieties included in here.
There are. Let's chat you through them, because what you're getting in this really gorgeous mix, this has been ridiculously popular. It doesn't surprise me, because what you're getting is Allium Molly. That's going to be your first to flower. So this is going to sort of flower around to the Chelsea Flower Show time. Then moving all the way over to here, your gladiolis. and they're going to be your latest to flower. They're going to flower into September time. And then in between, you've got your Broadier here, which weirdly, I always thought needed full sun, but I've seen these flower in customers' gardens in shady positions as well as sunny positions.
Yeah.
In the middle, you've got your Axodanthera, which are now sort of classified as a type of gladioli. Oxalis here, or sorrel. These are good for shady positions as well as sun. Then these, Gay Feather is their common name, and they actually open from the top down, which is a bit weird. And then over here, freesias, double freesias with fragrance. So 7 different varieties of bulbs giving you colour, as I say, from the alliums in May all the way through up until September with the gladiolis, different heights, all going to bring in pollinating insects. They can all grow in full sun, even the oxalis, or they will tolerate shade as well. You can grow them in the open ground, you can grow them in pots and containers, but they like sunshine, they like well-drained soil, and everything is bagged individually, and it tells you the planting distances and the planting depth on each bag. Give them all a soak overnight as well. In fact, I tell you what, you don't even need to empty them out these bags to soak them. These bags have got little holes in. So just fill up a washing, just fill up a washing bowl, drop them all in overnight, and then in the morning just take them out. They'll all drain away. And then you can just plant them out where you want them to be, and they'll all be plumped up.
You know, one of those things where you go, that's a really good idea. Why had I not thought of that? That's exactly one of those things. All right, 630130 is the item
It's
number
like that draining the bag rice, isn't it? That you can cook.
Exactly
And you
that.
just lift it out. And,
£12.74. Just by the way, we do sell in lots of different places. We sell on eBay and Amazon and TikTok and QVC and loads of places. But you'll always get the best value with us direct here on YGTV. You get free postage. It's because you're coming straight to us. Of course, there's nobody in the middle. You're always going to get the best prices here on YGTV. 630130, the item number, 7 different varieties, 300 bulbs in total, 5 months worth of colour, and they will naturalise in your garden as long as you plant them in nice free draining soil. Let's move on then. Snowdrops. Snowdrops in the green. I know snowdrop season is gone, but if you want to have snowdrop season next year, you get these in the ground now.
Somebody might say, look, some idiots pulled them up while they're still growing.
Exactly that, yeah.
What's all that about? Well,
that's exactly what's happened.
That's exactly the reason. Now, snowdrops, they come as bulbs. So if I lift them out, trying to make too much mess, you'll see, look, beautiful bulbs at the base of all of these. Now, snowdrops grow where the ground stays moist all the year through. That's their really happy place. So when they lift snowdrops up and sell them as bulbs, and they hang in those packets in garden centres for week after week after week, they don't always come back so well as they do like this. Mm-hmm. These have been lifted in the green. So you get these home, you give them a soak overnight, you plant them, you're going to get a mix of double and singles, and they'll grow away as if they've never been disturbed. And the reason being is because the bulbs haven't been left to completely dry out, so they're not being stressed. And you will definitely 100% get flowers from these in 2027. January, February next year, they will flower for you straight off. They've been kept in cold storage in our garden centre, or our nursery, I should say, so they don't know that it's spring. So get them home, and don't plant them individually, because that would be really laborious. And I tell you what, if you get 75 on the nail, I'll be really, really surprised. There's probably about 80 in there, if not more, because there's always more.
That's the bag of the double flowered, by the way. But you'll get a separate bag in the single as well. And I would mix them up.
Yeah, why not mix them up? But plant them in groups of 3s or 5s. Don't plant them individually.
No.
Little groups of 3s or 5s. Spread each clump out by about sort of 6 inches or so, and plant them somewhere where the soil always stays moist, sort of summer and winter time. If you sort of think of the areas where bluebells grow naturally, that's the kind of conditions that snowdrops love as well.
Okay, 630014 is your item number there. £18.68 is your delivered club price. Moving on, we've got the patio selection for you. So this is where you're going to get 3 different varieties of potatoes, and you're going to get the grow bags. The only thing you need to add is compost and water.
Yeah, well, I'm going to shut up again, actually, because again...
You've done these.
No, I've seen the pics of you and your sons growing these.
Yeah, we had a good time doing it, you know. It was good fun. So in here, you're getting the 3 different varieties, you are getting Charlotte, Desiree, and you're getting Rocket. Rocket is your first early, the one that's more like is likely to crop earliest. Charlotte is your like beautiful salad potato, and Desiree is the red-skinned one, which is the most versatile. Chit your potatoes first. You don't actually have to, but I do think it's worth doing. Stick them on a windowsill in an egg carton, allow the shoots to grow. Once they're really shooty, that's the point you can plant them out. Roll the sides of the bag down, a layer of compost underneath, put the chitted potatoes in there, try not to break the stems off, cover with compost and water well. Then what you do is you wait for the green growth to come through, and then you're going to earth them up. So just keep covering that the green growth with compost, just leaving a tiny bit of green growth coming up. Keep watering, and keep doing that until you get to the top of the bag. Then you get loads of lovely foliage growth, you get lovely little white flowers, you're going to keep watering, and then at some point, doesn't matter what you do to them, they just go, ugh. All the foliage just looks really rubbish.
Comes to us all.
It does. And that is your signal. Hey, come and pick me. The potatoes want to be picked, basically. So you can tip the bag out, you can rootle around, you can pick all your potatoes. The benefit here is minimal space, because it just takes up the footprint of those 3 bags, and there is absolutely no digging whatsoever.
And I'd say another really good thing about harvesting like that, Bex, as well. I remember my dad grew spuds on his allotment as a kid. He used to get my brother and myself in to dig them up.
Yep.
We ended up with more spuds on the end of the fork than we did, because you can't see where they are.
You can't help.
And you think you've dug out a little way, and then you've speared the spuds. And of course, they won't store if you've speared them.
Right, apparently on our YouTube channel, there is a really good explanation with Adam. Are you guys aware of it? Yeah, go and have a little look in there. Oh, there's some footage from when I grew with my kids as well.
I wouldn't listen to that silver medalist.
Yeah, he don't know what he's talking about.
He don't know what he's going on about, does he?
No, go and have a look. We've got loads of videos on our YouTube channel. So if you are watching on YouTube, go and have a look. It's not just the live shows we do. We do actually post other videos on there as well. Right, moving on, we have got the citrus grow for you. Orange, lemon and lime.
Yeah, good thing about this is if you can't afford to get the larger citrus fruit that we supply, that have already got fruit on, this is a great starter project for you. They're in 9cm pots. You're getting your orange, your lemon and your lime. These can go outside very soon. Once the risk of frost has gone, they love being outside during a British summer. They do need protection from frost during the winter. They're evergreen. They need ericaceous compost, by the way, as well. If you pop them on, get yourself some of ericaceous compost. And within a year, or actually, no, I'm going to take that back. Look, Bex, look at this, look.
Flower buds.
Flower buds.
Yeah, they are trying to flower right now.
I was going to say you might need to wait another year or so, but already, look, there's flower buds on these. So that means already, even with a 9cm size plant, your fruit producing journey has begun. And I tell you what, you'll know when these are flowering as well. You won't need to see them. The minute you walk into your house or your greenhouse or wherever, or your garden, the fragrance on these is just phenomenal.
Amazing. 3 of them, 9cm pots, an orange, a lemon and a lime. £16.97 is your delivered price. 340081 is the item number on that one. Right, let's come over this way. We need to talk to you about the fabulous Hydrangea Incredible, because this is an incredible deal that we've got for you on this one.
Yeah, I mean, the deal says it all. So basically, you put one in your basket.
Yeah.
And you can, what was it, $24.99 for one. So then you add another one. And then for $25.99, you get 2.
But you're going to get 15% discount off that if you are in the club. It breaks down to £11.05 per plant for club members.
So if you've always had this dream of having one of these either side of your front door or your back door, bookending, you could do that now, because these are so divinely gorgeous. Flowers this size, big cauliflower sized flower heads, lime greeny colour when they first come out, then they open to a pure white, contrasting beautifully against this lime green foliage. Easy to prune, by the way. They're a paniculata type, so in the spring, if they ever get too tall for you, late winter, early spring, trim them down to above some buds to whatever height you want, and the new growth will flower for you the same year, so no loss of flower. You could grow these in a 35 to 50 litre pot or a container. Of course, you can grow them in the ground. They're tough, they're hardy, they'll come back year after year. And also, If you want to grow these in a pot or a container, you could take advantage of our fantastic compost deal today we've got as well for you as well, because you can get your 50 litre, your 40 litre, your 20 litre and your 100 grams of blooming fast for, was it £21.21?
Yeah, we're going to talk about it
off the top of my head. So seriously, this is such an amazing show today to really get hold of some fantastic things for a brilliant display this summer.
All right, there's your Hydrangea Incredible, 510009 in the 3 litre pot. We've got that double up deal available. It is the most popular item on the show today. Adam mentioned that compost deal, which we do have for you. A brilliant compost deal, 110 litres, 3 different size bags, and you're getting your fertiliser in there as well. This is the best compost you're ever going to use. It makes the biggest difference to your gardening.
And also, this is going to be the best fertiliser you've ever used as well. You're getting 100 grams, by the way. This is only 50. It's got your nitrogen, your phosphorus and your potassium, but it's got loads of those trace elements or micronutrients as well. You will not find a fertiliser that will feed your plants more comprehensively than this one, honestly.
And you will not find a compost that will do as much for your plants as this one will. This combination is the best combination. Go and check out the reviews. Please go and have a little look, because they are absolutely amazing. So many people come back and buy this time and time again. I certainly will never use a different compost. I just won't. I'm never going to run out of it again.
Do you know, we ought to do this compost and fertiliser combo more often.
Yeah, we should.
And we, even with the bigger tub and stuff sometimes. I think that could work brilliantly for people. Because this will feed for 6 months, and then you've got this to start feeding after that.
Okay, 100203 is your item number if you want to go for the compost and fertiliser bundle. 21.21 is your delivered price. Just bringing you back over here to some of the items here then. And this is the Coleus, brand new for us on the show today.
Look at these. Not surprising, this has been so popular. I mean, the leaf shape in itself is absolutely beautiful, but look at the colours on these. The picture behind, in fact, they look even better in real life than on the image board there. Full sun, part shade. Look at that. And I'll just look at the root system. That is just a perfect little plant. Grow it on, put it outside once the risk of frost has gone, and enjoy months and months of this incredible foliage colour. They flower as well, by the way. The only decision you've got to make is, do you leave the flower on or do you take the flower off?
All right, 6 of those plug plants included for £11.04. That's your delivered price. Apparently there's a pack of 12 available on the website. I have no idea if you'll get free postage on that or whether you would be paying postage. Go and have a little look if you do want to get more of them and work out what's the best deal for you. We've also got the final one, I think, that we're showing you on this table, which is the 30 Years of Surfinia collection for your hanging baskets or for your pots and containers.
See, if this variety didn't have the status that it's got, it wouldn't have been around for 30 years.
No.
It's still the most popular trailing petunia in the world, this one. A metre and a half. I've even seen them trail further down than that. Months and months of colour like you see here. Fragrant flowers, easy to deadhead, water well, feed well. Just plant somewhere where they cascade down and just enjoy the colour.
Definitely. Okay, 24 of those plug plants for £16.98. 401438, the item number. That is us done, sadly. But Adam will be back in the potting shed on Sunday at 11 o'clock. You're doing a 1 hour show all on his own.
On my own. It's going to be weird not having you next to me, Bex.
He's doing it all on his own. I don't like it.
I've had a brilliant mentor over the years, so I'll be fine.
All right, so Adam will be here at 11 o'clock. Get your questions and your comments in for that one. He'll also be live on TikTok this afternoon. We've really enjoyed it. Thank you very much. See you next week, you lovely people. Enjoy the sunshine and get out in your garden, won't you? See you soon.